to my confidence and turn the attitude up to 100%. Big shot, go off, yeah, I'm at it again.
Back, streets back, all right. That almost works with the music too, Cal. Hey, everybody.
I just had a feeling.
Well, good evening.
Welcome along, then.
Exactly. We are... Wow, this is funky.
Yeah.
I didn't realize, it was, you know, it was my choice too. But we are at the Evanston Golf Club.
Humble
Another
band name.
Yeah, that is a great band name. Another CPTC live stream from the APTA Chicago section. This time we are at, I was going to say lovely, but everything is lovely with me, so I've got to think of another
landmark.
Landmark Layton, yes.
Layton.
Yes.
You call it
Layton,
Evanston Golf Club.
Yeah, Evanston Golf Club in beautiful Evanston, Illinois. And historic, there we go, Evanston, Illinois.
And Sean, can you think of a better place to hold a paddle match this evening?
No. Well, first of all, we're looking at 28 degrees, actually. This is real paddle weather.
Yeah.
No offense to the other paddle weather that's, 48 degrees or whatever, but this is real paddle weather, Cal. So yeah. This is Sean Albrecht, by the way. It's Cal Noble. Matt's taking a break. Well, actually, we're gonna stream Matt in a little later for some points and some strategery. Seriously.
He let me borrow his car tonight, which was obviously a mistake because I got in 4 accidents on the way over. Is it an accident if it's on purpose?
You know what? But if they're small, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because you get a fender bender, it counts the same.
Well, let's do a little housekeeping here and give a huge thank you to our sponsors right out the gate.
I think so.
Illinois Bone and Joint.
Yes.
Viking Paddles. Well, just Viking in general. They make great apparel.
They make everything.
And Wintrust. If you're looking for anybody, what was Matt's? He came up with a great slogan for the Wintrust guys.
Well, no, there is an actual slogan for them. Yeah, it's their slogan. We don't have that to read. We're going to have to look that up. You think you can do that real quick?
Yeah, I'll text Matt.
On top of doing all the technical direction and keeping score. You don't really have to keep score.
But seriously, without our sponsors, this
podcast does not happen.
This
we
telecast
are not here. We cease to exist.
And that is a world in which I would not want to be a part of.
And technically, you wouldn't be if we weren't existing anyway, Cal, if you want to be existential about it. But anyway.
Must have missed the sound.
All right, wow. Are you? No. Don't do that. No singing. Not on this mic. Anyway. But anyway, on the near side, I just wanted to make sure I introduced the players. On the near side is the visiting team, which is River Forest Park District. The River Forest, what were we calling them? The Rivendales?
The River Forest Stonemasons against the Evanston Golf Club. Carpenters.
Well, wow.
It's a battle of the
tradesmen.
Yeah.
Pretty much. But anyway, on this side, on the near side in the gray, that's Josh Hinterlong for the River Forest team. And his partner is Rob Newman. I know you get there's a little background vocal in that one. Yes, that's a problem.
That's what I was singing.
I know. All right. Well, I didn't think you were going to sing. But you can sing along with that. Then it's not so distracting.
Yeah, sorry.
All right. Well, anyway, on the other side, the tall drink of water, as they say in the black, that's Rob Ricketts for Evanston Golf Club. And his partner is Mike Abramson. And this is going to be a pretty competitive match, knowing these guys and knowing the experience, because it's Series 3, but believe me, once you get into the single digits, especially top 5, it can be an issue.
We're getting a little...
By the way, we're getting a guest appearance by the director here. That guy in the red right there, that's Dane Schmidgall, the legendary Dane Schmidgall. Greatest dude, man. And one heck of a player, by the way. I can tell you, guy's a legend on the paddle court, so he's taking all sorts of chances trying to make sure this net is, and I don't mean that in a lightweight way. That's not easy to do for.
Well, I hope this is going to be a good match because we've had a 45-minute warm-up.
But you know what? That's when you get older, Cal. You're not going to understand this. But when you get to be, how many times have I said this? When you get to be my age, you're going to understand that you got to warm up a little bit. I mean, especially when it gets really cold, dude. You got to understand.
I'm not judging the players. I'm saying that they better bring it.
Oh, I see.
If you give us a good match, you can warm up for as long as you want.
I didn't think that's where you were going.
Oh, no,
all right, sorry.
And we had...
So we don't have Matt here to buffer the whole thing. Where he's going, Sean, here's what Cal was trying to say. Oh.
The generational gap.
I didn't get that. Right, exactly.
He bridges it,
yeah, if you think about it, I'm in my 90s and you guys are, you're in your 20s and Matt's in his 20s.
It's true. It was a different time.
Pretty much, yeah.
Germany was still a superpower.
Well, anyway, it promises to be a battle. Let's just put it this way. And they're still warming up, Cal, but it's because it's cold out there, man. Anyway, I always like to do that and flip a ball to the other side to make sure that my partner or our opponents are paying attention.
You know, and I have to bring this up. Well,
Yes,
have
what?
to is a strong word. But I remember when we did charities, Matt goes, I think this is the last weekend of like warm weather paddle we're going to have. And then the next week it was kind of cold. He was like, yeah, and I said it. I think I stand by it. That was proven to be wildly inaccurate.
Well, yeah, because...
Including, we were in
All
Pittsburgh.
right,
we had the privilege of doing the Steel Series Open
Steel
at
City
the beautiful
Open,
Fox Chapel Racket Club with the director, Keith Salmon.
Keith Salmon.
Stud.
Awesome. The awesome
10
Keith
out of 10,
Salmon.
yeah. The incredible Keith Salmon.
That was great. It was, we had a great time
and
with that, man.
there
That
was a lot
great
of
place.
rain, unfortunately, towards the end of it, but it was like 60.
Yeah, it was the
58.
first day. It was crazy. I mean, it was raining, but it was mild. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. I mean, but I'm just telling you, right now, we're in the heat, so to speak, of the season, so to speak, and we are freezing away now.
It is week 11.
That's amazing. You know, it's almost Christmas time, or Hanukkah, if you will, because, I mean, I celebrate Hanukkah. I don't know what the rest of you guys. But anyway, so this will be a great match. This is, by the way, Court 2. That's how deep these teams are. This is Court 2, not even Court 1. We have Court 1 on the other side, and we just decided because this would be the best matchup. And I didn't even necessarily decide it. Neither did Cal, thankfully. This was
yeah, no, you don't want me to.
This was Dane's idea, and he knows better than pretty much everybody in this room. I can say that right now.
That's true.
So we got a nice shot of the logo, which I still think it should be that it should light up every time it's hit. I think that's kind of cool, and then all of a sudden you win the game if you hit that logo again. I don't know. Is it me? Or the next point you win the game. So all of a sudden, I know that's stupid. I mean, I've played plenty of paddle, you know, so I'm not trying to make the game more interesting. I just think it's kind of a cool thing because we have logos pretty much now as a standard. Every club we go to, you know, in the background, especially with
I love it.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
what is it the Willows? The Evanston Golf Club
you know, it's
Willows?
a good question. Oaks, maybe? The Oaks. Jerry Oaks.
The Oaks.
Yeah.
The
Geriatric Oaks, I don't know.
Willows. Geriatric Oaks?
It's a little too. This is a little too upbeat for right now for warm-up music, isn't it?
I
We'll
would
leave
agree
it.
with that.
We'll leave it. We'll just turn it down. Anyway, okay. So we're hitting serves. We're making some progress here. We're hitting serves, and yeah, we're selling cars, as they say.
We're selling cars.
I like that. Mike held up his serve while Josh was walking across the court. Sometimes when you're in the zone and you're warming up, you're really not paying attention, and you're going to hit somebody in the side of the head.
You know what
with a
we
serve.
call that?
What's that?
The AutoZone.
Is this another sponsor possibility?
It's a possibility, yeah.
Well, it might be also a little home court advantage, if you will. He's very comfortable here. I figured
Matt thinks that's
Yes.
talking about home court advantages.
Yes.
I think it gets tiring.
What are you trying to say? If you
I think you guys need some new material. I'm coming out every week with these fantastic lines that really just make everybody laugh. And
or so you're told.
Yeah, so I'm
From
told.
one
Look,
of your
Graham
relatives, they
McNerney
tell
came
you.
up to me at Pittsburgh and goes, "Hey, that guy's got Grange pun was great. You just used it too early." I was like, "What does this guy even know? He doesn't know what he's talking about." Feel free to text
you know
me,
what? Yeah,
Graham.
that's a good idea. Let's rip Graham McNerney because he's like the nicest guy.
I was not ripping it.
You're kind of ripping him. I thought that was a rip.
No,
too.
That was a compliment.
It seemed like a rip to me. I mean, I don't know. We should have people vote in. You know, anybody.
I'm just trying to.
All three people that are watching, maybe if they.
I'm just trying to. A good commentator speaks for the crowd, and I'm just trying to speak for everybody that doesn't think that I'm very
throwing
good.
all the bump music out there. By the way, when I say bump, by the way, that's not a term that we like. We're bumping to the music. It's a bump is something that goes between the scenes. So
it bumps you into the next scene.
In a sense, it does. It's a segue. Yeah.
I've never been on a segue.
Wait a minute. Does Josh have a T-shirt on that says counselor on it?
It does.
Is that a legal term that he means, or was he like a camp counselor? Because I could see him being a camp counselor. I could see him being a camp director. You know what I mean? Let's see if he's got something Forest Lake maybe. And I don't know. That's kind of cool though. Anyway, so yeah, we are starting out a little late. Speaking of Viking products, by the way, and I thought I would give Viking a little plug here. Mike, if you can see it, and we can't really zoom in on it, but Mike in the blue down jacket is with the red hat on is warming up with a Warm It mitt on. So it's basically something if your hand gets a little cold while you're warming up, or just if your hand gets cold when you're playing. This is an actual kind of mitt or mitten that is designed. You basically put your paddle handle in there and you can grip it like you would, well, not necessarily like you would normally, but it's pretty easy to do. You know?
Interesting.
It's kind of a cool product.
So it's trying to take away the lack of like feel you get.
Well, not necessarily. It just means that your hand's going to be warmer. Cal, let's not overthink this thing.
Wait, so it's just a normal glove?
Yeah, that's all it is, man. You know, here we go. We are getting the spin here. So
there's the classic. Yeah. For me, I think it's cheating if you don't throw it in the air.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
So you think he was engineering a certain...
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying...
All right.
I don't trust it unless it's been tossed at least 5 feet in the air.
God, I'm worried about you. You just, some of the stuff, I don't know. I mean, kids your age. Don't you love it when I say that? Kids your age.
Crystal Lake. So I think he was a camp counselor.
That's just cool, man.
Yeah, good for him.
I mean, I'm sure he's got stories. Not all of them, things you want to write home about. No pun intended, because that's what you do when you're at camp. Cal, did you go to camp, by the way?
It's like sleepaway camp?
Yeah, sleepaway
No,
camp.
my parents loved me, so I'm just kidding.
What?
No, I wish I would have gone to sleepaway camp. In hindsight, I think It
is fun. It is definitely fun,
No.
I can't believe we're still not going yet, so... But,
no, I've heard great things and I've heard bad things, and I think it just depends on the person.
Yeah.
So, but
to
all those who enjoy.
I went to a lot of camp, and that means my parents didn't love me. I went to a lot of camp. All right, we're getting ready to go here.
All right, and I think that's going to be Mr. Newman, Rob
That's
Newman.
That's right, Rob Newman to serve, and we were going to be underway here. Here we go. He's going to get one. Is he going to get one, or is this it? Let's see.
I hope he doesn't get one because
they're going, yeah.
They had enough.
Using the screen a little wide. 15 love.
But the effort was there, and that's the important part.
These guys seem like they know each other. I like that little social thing. Great return from Ricketts. And
Rickett.
I thought it was just Ricketts, man.
No, he's not the Cubs owner.
Not the Cubs owner? Okay, I blew that one. Sorry about that.
No, Sean had this genius idea. He goes, I wonder if he's related to the Ricketts. And I'm like, well, why would you just take off one letter from your last name?
I'm just, I try to be topical, which doesn't really work that well for me. Okay, so
we call him the dermatological cream. This guy's always topical.
Jesus. Apply to infested area. Yes.
Infested. Yeah.
Good lob. All right, so we're at 15 all. Couldn't be any closer here.
True. Yeah, it is. We are in a dead heat. Nail biter.
That's a great shot.
Wow.
Good dig. Get over.
Ooh.
Archaeology. Phil is filling short.
The paleontologist.
I got to take that last shot past Phil, I guess. All right, so 30-15. River Forest here. Rob Newman with the serve here. You know what? I jinxed him again. What kind of a...
Well, you just said a serve. You didn't... it's funny as I was going to say this guy's got
I said with this serve, maybe. All right, never mind.
Yeah, I don't think you jinxed him. If I said he's going to miss this serve, and he makes it, exactly. So I jinxed him back.
Both Mike and Rob have just some bullet returns, boy.
Yeah.
Usually you see a fair amount of topspin on one or the other, but both these guys hit the ball with just a little bit, maybe. But they just put some pace on that thing. Like, that's got a little more top on it. But that's just the smart shot. Let's just put it that way. No reason to crank an approach shot. A lot of tennis players do that. We coach that out of them. Hitting an approach shot, 99 times out of 100, really hard, makes no sense in pedal. Absolutely none.
Right.
You one-time that one. Nice job. Usually you let that go to the screen. Kind of set that one up there. All right. We're 30-40. Like I said, seesaw battle. And a break point for first volley. Super first volley from Rob Newman. Wow. Just on display. Talent with a capital T right there. Because I was feeling pretty good about Rob Rickett and his return there.
Yeah, it was a
deuce. Good eye.
He's just out.
Mike got a hold of that one, though. Abrahamson he had some good wood on that ball. All right. Boy, a little turnaround here. Now a point to hold. Oh, it's a great return. Down the middle solves the riddle. You got to love that. Rob R squared cranking. That thing was, I mean, you couldn't have thrown it there about any better than that. That was awesome. Back to deuce. I don't know if some of you can even listen. That was another great return from Averson. And notice he's stepping in, taking that ball early.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't even need to rip it. He hit it pretty hard, but he don't need to rip it. Just beautiful. Way to take it on the rise like that. So a break point again here.
Did that clip the net as well?
It did.
Okay, yeah.
Love the screen
Handled
drive
it,
there.
no problem. Just out. Back to deuce.
Hinterlong with the judgment there. Awesome.
Well.
All right, back to deuce. And we thought, I mean, we said this was going to be a battle.
Maybe
Look
all
at the
warming.
flick on the backhand side. That was stylish. He drove it, and he's there to scoop. Nice try. Super again. I would swear that Mike hit the same spot that Rob hit on his drive. That's how down the middle it was.
Okay.
It's unbelievable. All right, break point again here.
Jeez.
Nice poach, so to speak. Way to pick it off from
Josh. A lot of
Josh
speed
there.
on that return as well.
Up. There you go, yeah. That's a nice looking lob. Just looking. And here's, you know, it's really, okay, I got to tell you something. I don't blame Hinterlong for missing that, okay? Because I got to tell you something. The way Rob just sets up for his forehand, sometimes it looks like, yep, that's game. Sometimes it looks like he's going to screen drive. And and it did look to me, you know, just from my sitting here, the armchair quarterback here, it did look to me off the screen he was going to drive that ball, but all of a sudden he lobbed it, and I think that just caught Josh by surprise a little bit. I'm just theorizing that. I don't know that.
Postulating.
Right. It would be cool if we could just ISO, you know, Rob out there and he'd go, yeah, Sean, that was what was happening. But he didn't do that. All right.
So the Cubs owner's son here to serve us away. Wow, he's got a heck of a serve.
That's a nice kick serve. Yeah.
That looks. Oh,
I think that caught. I think it did. It bit.
Let's get a replay here, Sean, and you be the judge on round two.
It's right.
That's. Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
that's
caught
all day.
a piece, at least a piece of the line, if not the whole thing. All right, 15 love. Yeah, he does have I tell you what, that is a nasty kick, sir.
Yeah.
He missed that a little wide, but he caught. Well, it looked like he did, but you know what? These guys are such sportsmen.
Oh, that caught as well.
Okay.
I mean, unbelievable.
Rob is just painting.
Rob's putting on a clinic out there.
I know.
He's putting on a paint clinic.
Yeah, because the lines were a little grubby, and he's decided, I'm going to clean them off with every shot I hit out here. That's incredible.
Public service.
Amazing.
Rob the humanitarian.
And like I said, I'm going to give Josh Hinterlong a lot of credit there because the volley that Mike hit, Mike Abramson hit, looked like it could have been wide.
Yeah. I'm
just saying, but he just played, you know what, that's the spirit we want out there for league paddle. Not just here in Chicago, I mean just nationwide. All right, so we're at all that, and we're up to 30 love here. That thing is just taking a huge right-hand turn. Didn't miss by much.
Oh, and feed to black. Sorry about that.
I like that. You're going.
And there we go.
That's dramatic.
Yeah.
Okay, Spielberg. Get over. I'm telling you, that's heavy.
Serve it. Yeah.
40-15, and the only point that they've really lost, he just missed a little wide here. So pretty impressive serving, starting out anyway from Rob Rickett.
Yeah, that is a lot of spin on it.
Oh yeah. Well, he uses his legs really well. I tell you what, I played a lot of tennis in my time, and I probably wouldn't want to play that guy.
No.
Because I mean, I do like a target, return to serve, but that thing, he's pretty tall. He's about, well, I don't know, maybe I am that tall, but it looks like he's taller than me. But that thing's going to kick, and he's got to get on top of that thing. And if I can't, I'm fit for a long afternoon. And look at Josh coming right out of the chute there. That was perfect. Tomahawk, what a pickup sit.
Yeah.
Yes. And now Josh has decided, I'm going to put the clinic on here. Yeah, he got some good one on that one, did Rob Rickett there. But, yeah, that serve was phenomenal. And then he closed. So I like the aggressiveness, even though, down 2 love, still here to play their game.
And would you say, and it's very early days in this match, Sean, but which team do you think is benefiting most of the net right now?
First volley from Josh. Well, it also depends on who's serving and returning. That's really what it comes down to. But right now, you've got to say Hinterlong and Newman, just because That serve is heavy. I mean, it's cool. Look, as a tall guy, I mean, I'm of course, I'm a midget compared to you, Cal. But my point is, look at that return. As a taller fella, if you could take advantage, what a shot!
Nice.
Okay, if that got over the net
there as well,
maybe by a millimeter, that was incredible from Rob Rickett. But anyway, if you can take advantage of your height.
Both of those
That's
two drives in a row, just.
Absolutely. Still 40-15. And a hold point for River Forest.
Stone Mason's looking to get it on the board here.
I can't. Yeah, I suppose we just go with it. That's fine. Tell you what, Newman's just got a really, really beautiful compact backhand volley. It's a super drive. Tell you what, yeah, the pace that Rickett's able to generate on that forehand side when he's in his wheelhouse,
yeah,
it's pretty impressive. So 40-30.
And I think that was
a little wide,
yeah.
Very close.
Well, and you got Ryan Gosling on the other team, starring in the movie Drive.
That was in there. That's a little wide. All right, get over that wide serve. Mike is doing the right thing. Try to take that on the rise. Maybe we got to take it even a little earlier. It's difficult to do because that is basically that's a super return.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, and it's not because Rob is a little taller, but sometimes when you are, your sweet spot and your wheelhouse is a little higher. So even though Hinterlong's serve is kicking up, it kind of kicks up into Rob's wheelhouse. So maybe he has a little bit easier time with it. It's the only reason why I say Mike could take it on the right a little long. Nice try. All right, another point to hold here.
Pretty early, pretty important game early on.
Get on the board, establish yourself.
Start growing
get a little
your
bit of a
bamboo
rhythm.
shoot.
Yep. Get the bamboo shoot. Of course, we got to watch that because, there's all sorts of symbolism there, but it's a little, there it is. All right. The changeover.
Yeah.
So 2-1, I should say, that is 2-1 in favor of Evanston Golf Club. Rickett and Abramson are up. So still holding on to that break. And that, they're starting to move around a lot because as much as they all started out with, wraps on, I mean, it looks as though somebody's thinking they might be taking, a sweatshirt off or whatever. It gets a little warmer. It's the amazing thing about this sport. You think you're going to freeze out there, and you just move around 2 or 3 games, and it's, I tell you what, it's a workout. Anyway,
right.
Slight miss on the serve there. Yeah, from Mike Abramson. And so Love 15, backhand volley. I love that.
These
drop.
guys.
Look at this. Oh my God! First of all, talk about speed. Rob Newman. My gosh, was he Usain Bolt over there? That was incredible.
A lot of these guys
Rickett hit that amazing inside-out volley, and I didn't think he'd get there. And not only he got there with time to spare. That was great dipping return there from Newman too. Nice dig from Mike Abramson on that volley.
These guys are. Excuse me. These guys are really hitting the ball pretty flat.
Oh yeah.
Must be said, which for me is scary. As a tennis player, you kind of get used to reading the topspin.
Oh
and
yeah.
when someone just hits it flat, but these guys are far better.
Yeah.
Than I ever will be.
Well, okay. I was going to react to that, but then that would be insulting to you. I don't want to do that. Anyway, 30-15, Evanston Golf Club here, but
the Carpenters
when
are
they
fighting to.
Exactly. When they need to, I should say, they can put more top on it. So it's not as though.
Of course. No, it's a choice. Yeah, these guys are at the level where they have multiple strokes for multiple shots.
Come on. He digs it with a little wrist snap on a low volley, something we're told never to do. And Rob Rickett just pulls it off
got
with
talent.
ease.
You can do a lot of things.
That's
that
true.
The rest of us
I
just
wouldn't
can't
know.
Quite. Yeah.
Got no idea. Never been there.
I've got a question for you, a little age question. Matt McClure.
That hurts right there, but that's funny.
Bless him.
It's a good move.
Unfortunately, couldn't be with us tonight, but he says something a lot, and I was going to bring this up on stream to him, but he's not here. He uses the phrase "stroke a check," like I'm going to stroke you a check. Where does that come from? What does that mean? I mean, I know what it means, but why?
Well, you know what? First of all, I could theorize, but I'm not exactly completely 100% sure.
Okay, so all right, yeah.
So if we thought about asking him.
Yeah, maybe I will, because he just says it so casually. Oh, just a little wide there.
I mean, we could ask him.
Yeah, why don't we get him on the phone right now?
Let's see if we can do that, because we do have that capability now. You're keeping score, right?
Yes, sir. It's 30-all.
30-all, just making sure. Oop, I just called the wrong guy.
Unfortunately, Mr. Lucas will not be joining us.
He'd like that, though. Watch him call me back. Let's see if we can get Matt.
I got some.
Are we hearing anything?
A little drive into it. Oh, it catches.
I don't hear anything.
That was a very nice shot from Mr. Newman there. It must be said. Well, I don't want to say he got a little lucky. I think that was calculated, but it was a great shot.
I don't know if he's there.
So it takes us to 30-40. And that's game. We are tied up here at 2-all.
Okay, so let's try it again.
The River Forest Stonemasons are able to string together a couple of good games, and not that they were ever out of it, but are right back in it.
All right, I don't know here.
So Matt McClure is on the phone here. I think he just...
I don't know if he's there though.
I think he's there.
Is he? Can we hear him? I can't hear him.
Well, we're not getting any Bluetooth audio.
No, that's what I mean.
Interesting.
Poor Matt. It's like, what are you doing to me, man? What kind of a play? All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to disconnect here and then connect. How about that? I think it's a good idea.
And I apologize. I was not looking at the score, but I think we're 15-all here. If it's 30-love, I apologize. Oh,
No.
just caught him there.
All right.
So 15-30, possibly love 40, but we will. 35. Okay, so.
All right.
There we go. Rob Newman serving it in the box. I mean, what a gentleman.
That is gentlemanly when you do that.
Well, this is the problem, is Sean knows what he's talking about, and I've learned everything I know from Sean about paddle, Sean and Matt.
There it is.
Oh, yeah, baby.
I think we got him. Sorry about that. I don't know.
It's me again.
Oh, there you go.
Matt.
Sorry about that. Hey, dude.
Sorry, did we interrupt you while you were
Coach McBoogie
going to Klingon, right?
No.
Did we catch you?
I'm totally, yeah.
Did we catch you mid cleaning the inside of your vacuum cleaner while it's on?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know a person who doesn't love to do that.
No, you know what? It's sounding better now. It was just the first word was a little rough.
Yeah, that's right. No,
Matt, we have a burning question for you.
Well, actually, Cal does.
Go for it.
Cal does, because I don't. Not that I don't care about you, but I don't sweat the small stuff. But go ahead, Cal.
Yeah, well, it's just come up a few times where you say the phrase "stroke you a check," and I just don't know where that comes from.
By the way, 40-15, Hinterlong and Newman threatening to hold here.
Excellent question.
Because I've never heard anybody else other than you say, they'll cut you a check, write you a check, oh, I'll stroke you a check.
Yeah, I can't imagine that has any value of any kind as a saying outside of, just being something to change it up. I feel like I saw it on like a advertisement in the 80s.
Okay.
Nice.
It was like, you don't have to stroke a check to hire Phineas and Phineas law firm.
I think that's the exact quote from the commercial.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah, it probably was. Yeah,
all right, Hinterlong Newman still looking for a hold point here, by the way. As we were joined by Coach Matt McClure, who is usually our vaunted third musketeer, or he's actually the lead musketeer. Yeah. I don't know who it is. Is it Athos, Porthos?
How did the camera setup go?
It was fantastic. Cal,
Well,
despite Cal's efforts.
You should see, for someone who doesn't do it very often, just because I normally do, Sean was right there on the cable management. I mean, it was very impressive.
Well, I tried. What a lob from Rickett.
He's always about that.
It's called OCD, I think. I'm not making fun of it, by the way.
I have another question for you, Matt. If I crashed your car 4 times on the way here, is it called an accident if it was on purpose?
No,
it's terrible.
Yeah, no, that's an important distinction. Yeah,
So they're just called.
Don't even joke about that. Anyway.
Maybe I'll get up.
Yeah, if it's intentional, you can call it a fender bender.
Oh.
When it's on purpose, because that's still.
Get over. It's gonna work.
Works.
Nice. Look at this. Oh my gosh.
It'll be fine as long as when you get back, you stroke me a check.
Look at him, the professional, being topical.
Yeah.
What a shot from Rob Newman. And that is the game, so they'll take a lead now. which is impressive into this
Not
first
your
set
bank's
here
top
at,
priority?
if you've just joined us, lovely Evanston Golf Club. And this is Sean Albrecht alongside Cal Noble and Matt McClure on the phone with us.
Sorry to cut you off, Sean. We're going to quickly take a word from our sponsor, Wintrust, here, and we'll get right back to you.
Not your bank's top priority?
Thanks, Matt. Sorry
Here
to
at
bother you.
Wintrust, we take a different approach to banking.
No,
No hidden
it's kinda
fees
cool.
or runarounds, but a true
All right, man.
banking partner focused on your unique financial goals. Whether you're opening your first account, found your dream home, planning for the future, or starting a business, we have the financial solutions to get you there. Stop settling and start experiencing a better way to bank. Wintrust. Different approach, better results.
But they were both in the junior program, and then even Annie's parents, I got a chance to coach a little bit. So I'm telling you, I'm just ancient right now. It's unbelievable. But it's just fun to watch this stuff. These guys grow up. So.
Yeah, little audio error on my part because of OBS duplication. What we were saying is, unfortunately, Matt had to leave us to take care of his 5 children.
That's correct, yeah, that's right.
And and Sean was talking about how he's old enough to remember teaching both.
That's correct.
Matt
I am
and
old
his
enough.
wife.
Yes, yeah.
Those were your words.
If you want me to, there's a good eye from Mike Abramson. Wow, Frank Thomas up there. He's missed by an inch.
Isaiah Thomas.
No, Frank. I'm thinking. I'm using the Frank Thomas as a, because Frank had a really good eye at the plate. No. It's
Bugs Bunny has great eyes.
You're too young to remember this stuff. So
I know who Johnny Bench is. I know you made that reference the other time. Yeah, big hands.
Yeah, well, he was amazing. But that I'm talking about the catcher now. No, the catcher in terms of baseball is a little different position. But anyway, all right. So we're looking at, well, I want to say it was 40-30.
Yeah.
Yeah, 40-30. See if Rick and Abramson can pull it even on this first set. We mentioned it was going to be a bit of a war here, and it is. Even up at 3. See, this is what a longer warm-up will do for you, Cal.
You
got to realize that.
I'm
just saying.
I am proud of these guys. I'm proud to be streaming a match like this. It's
proud of them?
It's a humbling experience for me.
All right, I understand what you're saying.
To watch a match of this caliber. Especially, let's be honest, we just came from watching the APTA.
It's in there. Yep.
And it would be easy to, to be like, but these guys are putting on a heck of a match.
No, as a matter of fact, that's the one thing about paddle. Once you get up into the single-digit, especially the lower single-digit series, you'll just see it's difficult to tell the difference. Because everybody's got really beautiful strokes. Usually, they really have. They've got everything. Got pretty much every shot. And
they're great at writing checks.
Pretty much stroking checks. Yep. And all right. Anyway, so we're looking at low 30 here.
It's just one of those things, those phrases that become so aligned with people that when you say that, I just see Matt's face.
Yeah. That's a great return, by the way, from Mike Abramson. Yeah. Just right down the middle. Perfect crease in the middle, little miscommunication, and that's usually what a down-the-middle return is designed to elicit. What a shot.
Man, those
tomahawks. I'd bail.
Or is that technically top? Well,
what a shot. Crazy reach from Hinterland.
A little bit of a
good lob.
A little bit of a net touch there. I'm just going to say it.
Was it?
Quite a bit, but that's okay. I don't think it impacted the point at all, and the ball doesn't lie. So.
Yep. So it
no
didn't
harm
matter.
done.
Right. Exactly.
No harm done at all.
All right.
So I think it's
back
40-15
to deuce.
or
It's
15.
Gotta be back to
you think it's
yep.
deuce? Man,
so back to deuce. It's got to be because it was 15-40. Now it's add in
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
To take
That's
the
all right.
lead.
I've been scoring for 90 years too, so
Wow.
these are just things it's good to take a moment like that.
Yeah. Make sure you
Why
don't
rush it? That's a huge return. I mean, just hands. Oh, lightning. Josh Hinterlong.
No, okay, so I
he's
think
gonna
I
put-
actually had the score right.
Let's get him a. Oh, really?
So now it's deuce.
15-40.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I
that's-
was wrong.
yeah, that's okay.
No, it's not.
We're in this together.
That's it. I resign. I'm out. It's never going to come back. But
Oh,
again,
and that hit the camera. Sean, you might have to use your trusty abilities as a
It's in there.
camera operator while I go fix that.
I will.
Can you mute my my
can.
headset for me?
I can mute your headset. I've always wanted to. So let's go back. All right. Yeah, that is a problem. All right, so Cal is going to be out there trying to adjust that camera, so I can't go to that camera, unfortunately. Look how quick this kid is. Great backhand volley. Super scoop. Wow, look at this. This is just an unbelievable point. It's an unbelievable point. And you're back just in time for this unbelievable point. Couple of incredible digs. I mean, look at this. I'm not even worried about
There
you.
we go.
I'm not
Oh,
even.
I know.
I'm not
Yeah,
even
it's
worried about
clear.
you. This is
That
just.
much is clear.
This is the point of the match right here. I mean, one great shot after another out here.
Yeah.
Most of them low volley digs here. All right, they're torturing a small animal in the corner there.
Oh no.
No, they're not. It's a
just a
birthday
child.
party. Again, ball might have, you just can't tell. I think it might have caught part of the line there. Shot. Look at this. This point might be a turning point. Yes, I'm going to use that. That's the cliche. Great lob. We're still going. What a shot. Because it's one of those. Yeah. Nice speed. Look at this. No, the shame of it is somebody's going to have to lose this point.
Right.
I hate to say it that way. That's cliched if there isn't one. A cliche, that's the worst, but it's true. Look at this. Look at this lob. Beautiful. And he hits the logo. I'm telling you, why can't we just win? Beautiful. It's great backhand. You know what? I mean, as much as I don't want to root for anybody, Hinterlong hit so many great shots during that rally that it would have been a shame if he came out on the losing end. But that was a great point from everybody involved here. Back to deuce. And he collected himself and hit a great first serve. I shouldn't say first serve, or serve at deuce, because not easy to do after a point like that.
Yeah.
Got to tell you. I'm telling you. Newman is just a ninja at the net with that backhand volley. I mean, it just doesn't seem like he can hit the ball hard enough where he has any issue with it.
Yeah.
Good
These
lob,
guys are-
Rickett. Nice. I tell you what, Averson makes some of those screens look a little too easy. It's not that easy.
Right.
But he just reads it so easily. Sometimes you can read. I can tell you what, I still like that play from Rickett. With his forehand, if he can get over there, he's got range. If he can hit that ball, why not? And I like Abramson just getting out of the way just here. Go ahead, have at it, even if you miss it. Well, look at what I mean. That's what I mean. That dude, oh.
What the frick are you doing?
Well, you know what? It's in the heat of the moment you're going to do that. Like, he's blitzing, you know.
And I will say he has had a couple of blitzes, and they all seem to end that way. I think
Well,
he's better off. Not that I am a coach by any means, but he's just got such a strong forehand when he stays back.
Well, the other thing is when you're, and I'm just going to say it, he's got really, really good hands. Like when you're talented, and you got a bunch of different shots, you feel like you can pull some stuff off. We were watching a match over the weekend in Pittsburgh, and we were covering that match, and there was a guy named Philippe Rams, and he
Rams.
Is it Rams?
It is.
And he has this flowing talent out there. And so sometimes he has so many different shots he can hit. At certain points, it almost seems like there's almost like a dial it up, you know, like you're. This is going to be an image you probably can't relate to, Cal, but like a jukebox where he can just pretty much dial up whatever he wants. And sometimes when you have so many shots, you can pull off.
Well, I don't think there's any question he could pull it off. I think it's just a matter of the opponents kind of seeing it coming, so to speak, and hitting the perfect shot.
Well, there's that, and it's just a temptation to want to pull something off if you can, because let's face it, he can. And I think Rob probably had the same issue going with that one because he hit some spectacular shots.
Unquestionably.
And so that's where the frustration came from, probably, because he probably knows in the bottom of his, in the back of his mind, hey, man, I could pull that off, but it may not be the percentage.
You sure? Yeah.
Nice dipping forehand.
Yeah.
Can I have a tortilla chip with that?
With the dip.
That's why I was waiting for you. Where were you with that? That image?
Yeah,
You're not there?
What are you? That's my bad.
Come on. All right. Are we looking at 40 love here?
Oh,
or 30-15?
No. 40 love.
I'm just saying it.
I'm a bit distracted.
Well, what a shot.
That'll do it.
Huge.
Just what the doctor ordered.
Okay, and again, that was in his wheelhouse. And each one of these guys, which is kind of cool, they all can drive the ball off both sides, which really makes for a little wide.
Yeah.
Just a miscue there.
Sean, I think we've had this conversation before, and I don't know who I'm stealing this joke from.
And yet we're having it again.
Yeah,
what is that? Why are you wasting my time?
I don't know
I'm
whose
just kidding. Go
joke
ahead.
this is. I'm definitely stealing it, and I apologize.
Good
but,
lob, Sid.
I think we've
it
talked about.
Stayed in. Super lob from Rob Newman.
Yeah. I think we've talked about me wanting to. Oh, and that was game.
Yep.
I think we've talked about me wanting to go to medical school just so that when I go to lunch and they bring me my lunch, I go, that's just what the doctor ordered.
Yeah, you have said that.
It's a very expensive, and I take no credit for that
That's
whatsoever.
okay. You're allowed. Whatever. You get that going. So I got that going for me.
Right, yeah.
Good lob.
Oh.
No, it's okay. I just wanted to see how sensitive the encore mic was. Yeah, you know what? Not a bad. Look, sometimes a cutter is what the doctor ordered, if you will. I'm just saying. It's okay.
Well, I think the cheaper way for everybody involved, granted I don't know his hourly rate, would be to get Dr. Brian McCall from the wonderful IBJI, who we've been lucky enough to have on the stream before, and just ask him for his advice.
Yeah,
and
you know
say
what?
Whatever he did, that's what the doctor ordered.
I think I have his number. Should we?
Yeah, we should get him on.
No.
I don't
No,
we can't bother an actual busy, respectable human being with that kind of stuff.
And it's not a bad hour right now, but
Well, I say that every time you call me. I go, who's calling me at this hour?
River Forest. Yeah, sorry.
It's like 11 a.m.
Well, I am a sales rep, and usually that's what you get with sales reps. They let it go to voicemail.
And I will say you are consistent about that. I remember one day you called me at like 9 a.m. and I declined it, and then I called you back at 11. You go, good on you for not answering.
Exactly. I'm just used to it, leaving voicemail, and so. All right, so we're at 30. What a shot! That's just, if you're going to go down the line, that's just a smart shot. Great pace on it too. Could even go a little softer just to make it come off the screen a little less, because it is kind of cold. But look at this.
You know what else is cold is Josh Hinterlong's nerves.
Yeah, no, he's ice in the veins here, man.
All of them are.
Yeah, good reset.
That's one thing we really haven't seen
Another
here,
good reset.
and that just speaks to this level of play is.
Waterfall.
I forgot who it was. Somebody made this point on the APTA stream.
Oh, Abramson with the touch, the feel, the fabric of your life, cotton right there. That was amazing. Crazy. Usually you go cross court naturally with that ball. He went inside out, reverse cross court like the master.
As I was saying,
good backhand return.
Somebody
Go ahead,
made this, and I forgot which commentator it was, but it was at this level of play, things that we consider unforced errors really might not be that unforced.
Oh, that's a good point.
Because they're,
no, you're right.
Mean, the shots
they're
are
good
just...
enough. Yeah, no, it's true. Unforced error is subjective to a degree. I guess, I don't know, percentage paddle, though,
yeah.
Cal. A reset is never really a bad shot. A reset overhead, that is. Exhibit A, that was a little hard to be a classic reset, but that's the idea. And again, I'm going to make the note of this because I do still coach a fair amount, and sometimes I find myself not making rules, but saying, well, you'd probably be better off not swinging the ball, which is what you're seeing right now. When we say swinging the ball, we mean from deuce to add. These guys are good enough where they can get away with it. Sometimes it's not, what a pickup. It's not easy to do because when you do swing the ball, you've got to shift. If you're the net team, your partner's got to shift, you have to shift. And as long as you're used to doing that, nothing wrong with swinging it. Especially just as a surprise tactic, you freeze somebody out and then you finally hit them a ball. That kind of works out. But for the most part, we tell a lot of paddle league players especially, just stick on one person, basically make him hit 50 in a row. It's just a ball. That's just a great serve from Rob Newman right there. And again, sometimes the best kind of serve isn't even hitting the corner, man. He went right at him with that one. So we're at deuce again. I got to say, I don't think there has been maybe one when Josh Hinterlong started serving. I don't think there's been one, so to speak, quick or easy game that's been served. So look at great skywalking lob there from Rickett. That's in there. That works.
Yeah, there was certainly an adjustment period after
great backhand.
Mr. Rob Rickett's first service game. But after that, they've seemed to figure out what they need to do, made the adjustment very quickly.
Yeah, that's the thing. Sometimes what again? That did not come off the screen. Oh. It's funny because I think the shot before that shot was the one that did him in. It just didn't come off the screen the way it normally would. So add in, if I'm not mistaken, this might be a set point here.
I do believe it is. I think this is the second set point.
And it
That's
is.
Do it.
Wow. All right, so.
Friendly racket toss.
Yeah, so the River Forest, I want to call them the stonemasons. What were we calling them now?
Yeah, the River Forest stonemasons.
It just almost seems like there should be something tree-related, like the arborists or something.
Perhaps.
But anyway, so they took the first set 6-3. But again, anybody's ball game, Cal,
sure.
you know how this works. Man, you've been around long enough.
We went to do, as much as it's a common
at least
paddle
2 or 3
excuse,
months.
they literally went to deuce every game.
They did.
Of the last, so
you're right.
6-3 is not entirely fair.
Well, anyway.
As is always.
We're still back at Evanston Golf Club. We'll be back after these messages.
From the heart of Chicago up to the North Shore and stretching from the northwest suburbs down to Kankakee. From urgent in-office care to virtual in-home visits, we're making orthopedic care available wherever and however you need it. Because while we're adapting our lives to keep each other safe, we know that new injuries will happen and old injuries will still linger. And IBJI is here to help.
And we're back.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just can't help but do my own little version of it.
Yeah, I noticed that. And everybody's so appreciative of that, by the way.
Oh.
That you just, continue
I don't do it
to
for the applause, but
sing along. Yeah, well, yeah, right. I didn't think so.
I appreciate it.
Is that what you get from that? I didn't see the reaction that way. I was thinking something
now
else
we're
there.
just being hurtful, so that's cool. That's fine.
Well, you know what? It's good-natured hurtful, though, Cal. It's not, you know what I mean? It's not, there's different types of hurtful, different definitions of hurtful.
That's what my mom always says.
What's your mom on the court? What are you doing?
No, I'm sorry. Yeah.
All right, fine.
Good. Just.
It's funny. I have not met your parents, except once.
Well, you have, yeah.
Yeah, I did once. But I'm just saying, I never got a chance to spend some time with them, really. You know what I'm saying? Because I need to compare some notes, man. I gotta talk here.
Yeah, well,
I gotta figure this out. Because I just want to see. You know what I just want to see? I want to see the reaction they have when they say, "Well, Sean, we've been talking to him about this forever." I'll just bring up something that you do all the time.
Yeah, it's true. There's lots and lots of things.
Are there?
I don't know. I hope
Okay,
not.
well, I was just going to say, because if let's go jazz again here.
Jazz?
Yeah, we're going to have to.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the historic Evanston Golf Club. Take a load off, maybe grab a whiskey by the fire, and let us take you through the next chapter of this match. Starting off is going to be Rob Rickett to serve it, hopefully in the box, but we'll just see where the wind takes us.
By the way, we weren't indicating that he'd served it anywhere else, by the way.
No, not at all.
Because it sounded like we were just trying to, rip it on him, but we weren't.
No, not at all.
Here we go.
Rob Rickett, I think it's fair to say he's probably got the best serve on the court, most powerful, certainly.
Well, you know what? Again, that's
always best, but he is consistent.
That's subjective too, but I do like his motion for sure. All right, so The River Forest team won the first set 6-3.
To quote the Bloodhound Gang, the motion in his ocean definitely puts out a small craft advisory.
You're getting nautical now, are you? A little long with that serve. That had a giant kick on it, man. Anyway, 15 all. And the clubhouse is getting a little more crowded, which we kind of like. We just like the little family feel
And
out
they
of
play
it.
that?
No, they didn't
don't.
play it. He didn't
Okay.
play it.
Yeah.
He didn't play it. Which is not a bad idea, though. You keep playing unless you see.
No call's a good call.
Exactly. All right, 15-30. Yeah, that's, see, as soon as he gets one,
Yeah, no, it's...
you know, and depending on where he puts it, it's amazing because it's gonna break. I mean, literally 5 feet to our right.
Yeah, I don't know if the camera's capturing it, but it is... or
Yeah,
I should
and
say, the
if it
camera's
isn't-
doing it justice.
If it isn't, it's our fault, really. If you think about it, I mean, we're
This
the
guy's
ones
like,
doing the streaming. I mean, you know.
Well, no, we're going to blame it on the camera.
Blames his equipment. That was a little long. Nice try.
Yeah, just a little.
All right, 30s.
No, nope.
I don't
40-30.
40-30?
Yeah.
I didn't think it was 30.
I don't know.
No, you're right.
Yeah, they
No,
are lined
you're
up
right,
on
and I'm
the,
wrong for the second or third time in a row. Maybe I should just resign. Like I said, I was
Oh,
joking.
I thought you were already planning on it.
Well, I joked
Put in your
about it.
you put in your 2 sets notice. So if this goes 3, I'm going to be on my own. God
Nice.
forbid.
That's all right. You can handle it.
What a lob.
It's not like you.
Oh,
Nice. Yes.
Oh, I can handle it. The question is if the rest of the world can
No, that's
handle it.
that's the problem.
And I don't think they can, nor should they.
No. No, I've also got to check and make sure that those phone calls sound a little less digital. You know what I mean? Like I want to somehow mix it that way. I think I can do it.
Well, it's not your fault that. So phone lines, little fun fact.
It's in there.
Oh,
Look at the speed from Newman picking that off. Yeah, it's a lot. Getting into the act. Dig it.
jeez.
Can you dig it? That was tough.
And on
Great
the board.
touch from
Perfect
Mike
way to start
Abramson.
that set.
Yeah, absolutely. Asserting themselves early in this second set here. And once again, if you've just joined us, we are at lovely, historic landmark, Layton, Bucolic, Evanston Golf Club in beautiful Evanston, Illinois. It is 28 degrees or so. I want to say, the last I checked, it
Yeah,
was
let's
28.
get a weather update here.
Get you.
I think it's fair to say the atmosphere here is
30.
electric.
It's an actual 30 degrees right now. So that was 28 before, but it's warming up just because of the action on the court, really.
So
And
Rob's gonna
on the near
take-
side, Rob Newman of River Forest Park
Stone
District. He and
Masons.
his the Stonemasons, exactly. He and his partner Josh Hinterlong, hitting that overhead right there, are taking on a little wide. We're taking on the vaunted team of Mike Abramson, who's in the blue right there. Just flipped the ball to Rob, and Rob Rickett. And it is a battle. I mean, 6-3, anything could have happened the whole way through. Matter of fact, Rickett and Abramson were, it's a great shot. Rickett and Abramson, sometimes you just can't bail quick enough. Rickett and Abramson just started out hot and then cooled off a little bit, and then they lost that first set, but they were definitely in it the whole way. Nice pick. Come on. That's not even possible. Get out your protractors and
Your compasses.
it's incredible. Get overhead. There's a seamer, but he handles it. It's just
The
a
touch,
smart shot
yeah.
right there. You know, it actually kind of got robbed a little bit. No pun intended, huh?
Nice.
But just because he hit it a little too hard. But won the point anyway. All right, love 40. If you're from the Jacob Mazer School, it's low 40. I'll tell you the story about that later. Matt knows it, and it never really gets a total chuckle out of him, but there was a student that I used to teach. Oh, he bought it. Talk about a sales job. Rickett's like, here you go. I've got something I want you to pay for. And Rob went, really? Oh, no, I shouldn't do that. That happens to all of us. We've all been there.
I live in whatever that is. I'm just always there.
You mean always just forking out the cash for stuff? You just keep making purchases? Is that what you're saying, Cal?
In a way, yeah.
You know,
got
admitting you have a
6
problem
strings.
is the first thing, the first step. All right, 2-love in favor of the Evanston Golf Club. After losing the first set, they've seem to have righted the ship, so to speak.
Not that there was a ton they had to do.
No,
right?
not really.
It just came down to losing the big points, as cliche as
Yeah,
that
you know,
sounds.
and exactly. Just playing the big points as solidly as they are, and they have been. Look like they've locked it down here a little bit more.
Definitely feels a lot more pressure being put on the stonemasons. And that's just to be expected from the carpenters, who are always thinking one step ahead, just like when they're making stairs. And I've made that joke several times on the stream. I also can't take credit for that. I believe that was Andy Bernard or Ed Helms from The Office, season 7.
It's in there.
That's in
there. Oh,
great effort.
What a touch!
That's gonna leave a mark.
That just died in the corner. It fell off a table back there. That was crazy. All right, love 15. Newman Hinterlong climbing back here a little bit. Anyway, almost getting out of the pool, so to speak. A half and a half. That's a great return and even a better volley from Abramson.
Do you think that would have gone out?
I don't think so.
Oh wow.
No, I think he had enough top on it was going to drop, but that's just me.
Impressive. No, I trust your eyes.
Well, there's your first mistake right there. What a shot. Hinterlong, just, wow. Pulling the Novak Djokovic. Just that backhand on the rise. It just wasn't even a roll. It was more like a snap line drive.
Yeah.
Great lob. Tell you what, Ricketts got some hops to him, man. He got up there.
Yeah.
And Hinterlong just missing into the tape of that backhand. I guess you could call that a dig. 15-30. Yeah, the report coming off the, and I mean, when I say report, I mean sound. What a shot, what a dig. The report coming off the paddle every so often. These guys are hitting the ball.
Yeah.
It's a great reset. And we'll still call it a reset, even though it doesn't have the kind of pace or lack thereof, if you will, on it that most resets do, but that's still technically looking to reset the point. We're going to lob. They are sticking to the middle and ad side, and then every so often, what you just saw there, you'll see. It just seemed to me that that's what Evanston seems to be doing, which is a really smart move. No way. No way. No way. Clean living from Rob Newman. And honestly speaking, even if that had gone over, I mean, I give Rickett credit. He was on that thing. He was on that thing, but I'm not sure he'd be able to make the volley. Let's just say he may have, may or may not have, but that thing was heat-seeking, and it had eyes. So, all right, 15-40. Abramson to serve. Good flex. And that's going to roll wide.
Just a little wide, and that's going to be game. So second changeover.
So AC-deucey, as they say.
Who does? Who
well,
says that?
I'm just saying it's 1-2. That's what they say. AC-deucey. That's
who says
it's
that?
It's an old term. Many old people say.
So is it fair to say, as they said?
As the ancient ones have written. Yes, that's right.
It was prophesized.
Don't go Dune. We don't need the Dune thing going. See, this is where Coach McClure would really work out, because he could do pretty much every impression for Dune that there is out there.
Yeah.
The spice. Anyway, so I just can't do it.
We're the last of our kind. I don't know. Never seen it. Never read it. Thankfully.
Conan.
No, I'm just kidding. I really.
I will kill him.
Yep.
All right. So 1-2. River Forest. That is Hinterlong, and that was on the line. Hinterlong and Newman.
Of the tradesmen. Although that kind of seems offensive, actually.
A little bit.
I didn't mean it. I just thought it was a funny.
No,
these guys
isn't it? That's not a. How is that a? Come on, don't know.
Well,
what are you kidding? These days, in this economy, Cal?
True.
Tradesmen? No.
How about
it's getting crowded.
the
over
honest
here.
workers?
Yes. Which is pretty much what most tradesmen are. I'm just going to say it. What a pickup. That's going to work. Come on. Who says you can't hit a half volley and paddle, right? What a dig from Abramson. That's going to cut her.
Are these the same people saying AC-deucey? So I'd like to have a word.
Good drive. I'm telling you, it's out there.
No,
Look
I
it up.
believe it. I've also heard you say
What
it
a
countless
shot.
times.
You know what? I love the fact he didn't one time that one, because I would have, and I probably would have blown it. But he let that go to the screen. That was really, really good judgment there. and they one-timed it off that screen. Abramson putting on a clinic for the screens. That's a perfect, almost square of despair, as we like to say. Reset from Rob Newman. Oh, yeah, finding the nick is Josh Hinterlong right there. The roller. Look at that. Tell you what, Abramson's really good at just making space, man. He very rarely gets caught where the ball's jamming him. That's a great reset. Good. That's really good mobility from Rickett right there. Just getting back for that. Tough. They're bailing. Smart. Oh. Thing did not come up for air. Rickett's approach shot was darn near perfect. All right. 15 all. There goes Cal. Looking to change up the camera again. Look how quickly he's moving. That's impressive. Just see if it worked out. It did. It did. Look at that.
All right.
Yes. You know, I've never seen you move that fast.
Well,
Except when they say there's a sale at Guitar Center on
I don't really like Guitar Center.
like Elixir Strings or something.
How about when they tell me I can overpay for a guitar at the music gallery? It's more accurate.
Good lob. Tell you what, we're starting to see much higher percentage paddle. I'm not knocking what we saw the first set. I'm just saying when, like right there, Rickett, when he has the opportunity, you can go ahead and be as aggressive as you want to be.
Well, that shows the reason he was doing it earlier.
Exactly.
He can.
Yep.
Not that anyone was doubting that.
No question about it. Nice serve. Way to cut that off from Rob Newman. Serve is exceptionally strong from Josh Hinterlong there. Good lob. That's a little shorter, but again, sometimes just the higher it is, the better, even if it is short. I don't want to say short, because short, again, is also a...
Relative term.
Exactly. There's a Skywalker. Good lob from Rickett. Oh, yeah, he set that up beautifully. I mean, that's textbook right there. So that lob, that just had a nice arc on it. Maybe Hinterlong moved back a couple of steps, had to hit kind of a overhead off his back foot, allowed uncharacteristic miss on the serve there.
Yeah.
And then they get broken there because they started out that game pretty strong. But anyway, what I was going to say is Rickett did a good job setting up that drive on his own. So, all right, so 3-1, Evanston Golf Club reasserting themselves, Rob Rickett and Mike Abramson. And here's Rob serving 3-1 up. Let's see if they can capitalize on that extra break there. Shot. Oh, man. Newman just, there's some sneaky pace on that backhand side. Nice shot.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Wow.
Okay.
Little
Okay.
pickleball.
Yeah. It's like a kraken up there with all those long arms. You can't do better than that. That's amazing. Because actually, when he hit that first volley, the reply wasn't that bad, but it's just Hinterlong was just kind of a little too rangy. What a great serve. Good reflex.
To quote the
Hit that
great
back.
Martin Brundle, it looked like he was tackling an octopus.
Little
That's
long.
out,
Nice
yeah.
try. It's a good roller from Rickett. All right. 15 all. Oh, they're going Australian. I like this idea. No, I really do. I like this idea. Oh, actually, it's a little more eye because he's popping up there. Yeah, it also allows Rickett to hit up the tee a lot and crank it over into the center screen.
Ozzy, aye.
That is Coke that you're drinking, right? Okay.
No, that's Coke that I'm snorting.
Okay, fine. Don't
Coca-Cola, obviously.
gets in there.
Yeah. Not.
Oh, did that hit the top of the net?
I think that hit the tip of his paddle.
Okay, so it did because
Well, let's
it
get
just
let's see if we
barely
can get a replay here. I
on
might
it.
have got it in time.
I could sway.
No,
Well, never
that's
mind.
quite tragic, really.
But that's all right. But he hit the, I thought like it might have. But anyway, so 30s. And again, more
30s.
communication here. I'm really liking this. I mean, these guys, I don't know how long they've been playing together, but they obviously have a pretty good
And if I'm not mistaken, Sean,
rapport.
they say these are the new 20s. So.
I'm 10 years younger than I'm supposed to be, right? It's in there.
Yeah.
Shot. That's going in. Nice. Pretty good hands from Newman. Picked that off because I thought that was going to handcuff him. Good lob. That might be. No, it's in there. Oh, yeah, the dig.
This is interesting to see. Is Rob Ricketts, and he doesn't need it at all, does not put a lot of spin on his overhead. And I
You
feel
mean
like a lot
Rob Rickett? Didn't you say it
yeah,
before?
no, I know, that's my bad. Rob Rickett does not put a lot of spin on his overhead. And a lot of times you see the tall guys really just whack at it, and it just shows that, you know.
Well, here's the funny thing. If you take a look at his serve motion, it's not like he can't.
Oh, not at all.
Because he could absolutely
I think he's
torch
just
it, but
making a case for maybe it's a bit unnecessary to do it every time.
You know what the other thing is? When you hit it that hard, first of all, it takes a fair amount out of you.
Yeah,
Not that it isn't a cool shot, because I think it is. But you also can't put like a huge amount of air underneath it. It spins, you can. But as soon as you get done hitting it hard, it comes back. So sometimes the compact overhead swing is actually more effective and more efficient. Because as soon as you get done hitting it, you're actually ready for another ball.
Yeah.
You hit spin, you hit that kind of kick overhead, you got to be ready for another ball as soon as you hit it, and it's a longer swing. I'm not saying it's not possible. Plenty of guys do it. But, you know, you're better off being more compact in this game than having a real big long swing. More often than not. If you hit a great shot and you just have one in your repertoire, just long, good eye from Abramson there. If you can pull something off and it's just a spectacular shot and it's a long swing.
Does it take us to deuce?
Yes, it does.
Sorry,
more power to you.
I apologize. We didn't see this sooner. We have Matt McClure in the chat saying this is hands down the best-looking stream team currently working in the platform tennis on the North Shore. And Over the Top is hands down the best 80s arm wrestling movie ever produced. And Sean, does the logo on the windscreen light up at Evanston Club if you hit it like at Westmoreland?
No, it does not, and
we
already
talked about that.
Great serve from Rickett. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, that was an ace. Oh, yeah. That took, I mean, forget the right-hand turn. That was like parallel to the back screen right-hand turn. That was impressive. So we're looking at a hold point or add-in for Evanston Golf Club here.
And if Matt is going to be keeping the chat alive like this, we might have to stroke him a check. This is a pretty big game here as well.
No, it's a very big game.
Yeah. Very big point, even.
Absolutely.
One could say. Perhaps they shouldn't.
I mean, it just makes a double break and a double hold here, if you will, for Evanston, which makes it a little breathing room, I guess, for them. That might work. Oh, a little wide. That lob was going in. To Ricketts' credit, that was going in. So back to deuce.
And he just barely missed that.
No, he did.
Needed about maybe half an inch more elevation.
Here we go again. This is another one where he is capable of pulling off that angle from moving back like that, but it's not the easiest shot. All right, so what are you shooing for? What's
that? I mean, that serve.
Oh, I see. Okay.
It's just on the edge of the line.
Oh, yeah, I see what you mean.
And it's funny, too, I wonder if guys with kick serves like that, not that this has happened at all this match, but if get away with a little bit more faulting because the guys aren't focused on if it's in or not, and they're just trying to not get hit in the face by the spin.
Yeah, it's tough. That thing's moving, and it's spinning, so it's difficult sometimes to track it. And, I mean, most of the time you do get, the benefit of the call.
Yeah.
But, I mean.
Well, no, he's been serving in the box.
And he'll catch edges of lines and stuff.
Yeah.
That had a little more spin on it, by the way, that last overhead. There's the logo hit. Gosh, I want that to light up so bad.
Does that actually happen at Westmoreland?
No, it doesn't. He's kidding. See, that's the funny thing. People are going to go to Westmoreland waiting for the logo to light up.
We were there.
No, I'm just saying. But now we're going to have to call Dave Bukowski and see if he can budget to have the logo light up on Court 1. Otherwise, so many people are going to be disappointed. When I say so many, I mean how many are in the chat room? 3? How many people?
Chat room.
Is that an old school term? Sorry.
Very much so, yeah.
What do you call it? Chat?
The chat, yeah.
Nice touch from Rickett right there. And again, it's nice touch because Rob Newman from River Forest is a blur. He is quick.
Yeah.
If you can get a drop shot off when he can't run it down, that's pretty impressive. So one more add-in point here for Evanston Golf Club. Let's see if Rickett and Abramson That's a good serve and an even better return. Smart, just kind of blocking that thing. A little long.
Well, if they want to go up 4-1, clearly they're going to have to earn it.
So there's an old campaign. A guy named John Hausman was it's an investment firm called Smith Barney.
Party in the Hauserman.
Great. That was kind of a knockdown waterfall in a way. And it would just kind of caught Josh a little bit. I might say he was flat-footed, but it was just like, well, do I take this as one on one bounce or do I not? And so it was just a little indecision there. One more hold point here.
Old Niagara.
And it's tough to make Josh do a double take. He's usually really, really, seems to me anyway, very deliberate and decisive. It's a good roller.
Does a foot fault and paddle if any part of your foot touches the line?
You know something, that's a great question, Cal, and technically yes, but I mean, I got to tell you, that's one thing. What a volley.
Oh my.
He's going to get there.
Goodness gracious.
Tell
Good
you
heavens.
what, Rickett, amazing. Really amazing. That first volley was awesome, and Hingelock ran it down, and then he was able to stretch and make the other one. So.
And Sean, we're going to take a quick break to hear from our sponsor, Wintrust.
Go get
Thanks for their support.
Not your bank's top priority? Here at Wintrust, we take a different approach to banking. No hidden fees or runarounds, but a true banking partner focused on your unique financial goals. Whether you're opening your first account, found your dream home, planning for the future, or starting a business, we have the financial solutions to get you there. Stop settling and start experiencing a better way to bank. Wintrust. Different approach, better results.
We're back already. I don't know if I want to even bring it up, but I guess I'm going to. So foot faults, especially in league paddle, you're not going to see that many called. First of all, it's very difficult to do that. Just kind of like a tennis match, you really can't really call it from the other side.
Yeah.
You'd need really an umpire to call it. And that's the arbitrary party there. So it's difficult. And I don't know, unless it is, what's the word, egregious?
Yeah.
I've never seen. I mean, I got to say there was this. I'm not even going to mention the club nor the location. Little miscue there from Rob Newman. Uncharacteristic miscue. He has not missed very many serves tonight.
Really, nobody has.
But I was playing, and it wasn't even as wow. He's got to take his time, maybe a little bit. That's all right. But it wasn't even a series, a lower series match. I think I was playing Series 9, believe it or not. I was playing, this gentleman.
Is this the infamous foot vault?
It was. I called it a foot vault because this guy.
Oh, that's awesome.
This guy was pretty much a foot from the service line when he made contact with the toss. Like, I mean, he was so far inside the court. So I mean, I didn't call anything, but I always wondered why that was a great shot. Sit. Super move from Rickett. Yeah, you get you know what? It's like, so some guys know how to hold and work with a lead. These guys obviously do, because that was a really, really smart move. So, what are we at, 30-40?
Yep.
All right.
Know when to fold them. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't mind that move from
yeah.
Abramson, especially when you're up, but it's a really smart move from Josh Hinterlong to poach on that one, just to kind of keep him honest and not let him blitz. Because, I mean, Rickett's return's definitely blitzable.
Yeah, I don't want to bring this guy on if I go on a safari in Africa, because he is a poacher. Keep him away from the cheetahs and the endangered black rhinos. I mean that sincerely as a compliment.
I know there's just so much we can do with that, and there's so much I don't want to even touch. Oh, that's a good shot. I love some of these high backhand slice.
Yeah, that backhand slice.
Yeah, with some pace on it, which is stylish, because usually you can't really put that much pace on a slice, but these guys apparently didn't get that memo. They have talent enough to do it, so I'm just going to let it roll. Get in. No.
Oh.
Well, what do they say? Let courts kind of even out after a while?
Yeah.
Because there were a couple of them. All right, so we're at 5-1 here.
No, we are.
We are not at 5-1?
We're at add-in.
Oh, add-in, excuse me.
Or
sorry.
add out.
Is it add-out?
Yes.
See, I'm 1 point ahead, and of course, if they did win it. You know, I'm surprised, to be honest with you. that doesn't happen more often with Ricketts' return because he does unleash that forehand. All right, so now it's 5-1. I'm not Nostradamus. I just got lucky, so let people just no cards and letters.
Cards.
I know.
Someone
Well, that
sending
is
you
the
a death
Christmas
card?
season, Cal.
Oh.
We are talking cards. I did mail one to Broadland, by the way.
Oh, really?
Just so you know, so your parents can ooh and ah over, my wife and my kids.
We haven't done Christmas cards in a very long time.
Really? Sit. No, it's in the other.
It's a lot of effort.
It is. I have relatives that called us to get our email because they just want to do email only now. So, and boy, I tell you what, that's going to be a big mistake with them because what they do is they like to give you a newsletter, and now that it's an email newsletter, it's going to be like 15 pages long.
Wait,
with
they give
videos.
you like a...
Oh yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. It's here's what we've done for the last 5 years type of thing. And my wife and I get a kind of a kick out of it, but I'm not going to say we read everything, all the way through, but it is a little self-serving.
So triple set point.
Triple set point to pull this match even for Evanston Golf Club.
We're not rooting for anybody, but I'd love to
we're
see a
not.
third set here.
Well, it's been a good enough match where
Yeah.
you almost feel like it deserves a third set. I hate
For sure.
being cliched like that, even though that's all I do.
So cliched.
A reset. It's a smart lob.
I'm going to make a week 2, I think. Maybe
Yeah.
even a last year callback here as soon as the set ends, which could be this point, could be next point, could be 3 points, or it could be 5 games from now.
Okay.
But I've got it locked and loaded.
It's getting to be like a Paul Blart Mall Cop movie cliche. It's like a sequel or something. Good roller. Sit.
You are a dead ringer for Kevin James.
Thank you. He's going to get there.
Oh,
He's going to get there
wow.
too. Look at the D on these guys, and I want to say defense because we do call that D.
Yep. Good clarification.
I love that chip.
I could
Beautiful.
have a spot on the PGA Tour.
Unbelievable.
Let's quickly take a look back at those little,
Yeah.
little plays there from Mr. Rickett. And let's get back to the live feed
We
here.
still got another set point here, though.
Yep.
So after all that, still 2 set points to
Nice. Little
touch.
slice off.
No, he's in there.
Little fruit ninja going on.
There it is.
All right, and there's the second set. Now we got to pay the bills here, but not that we don't love giving exposure to IBJI because those guys are absolutely awesome.
Studs,
but
all of
we
them.
need the money to start producing Ghost Nurse. Coming to a theater near you, hopefully 2024.
Ghost Nurse.
All right, well, we will be right
Ghost
back with the
PA.
third set.
From the heart of Chicago up to the North Shore and stretching from the northwest suburbs down to Kankakee. From urgent in-office care to virtual in-home visits, we're making orthopedic care available wherever and however you need it. Because while we're adapting our lives to keep each other safe, we know that new injuries will happen and old injuries will still linger. And IBJI is here to help.
Not your bank's top priority? Here at Wintrust, we take a different approach to banking. No hidden fees or runarounds, but a true banking partner focused on your unique financial goals. Whether you're opening your first account, found your dream home, planning for the future, or starting a business, we have the financial solutions to get you there. Stop settling and start experiencing a better way to bank. Wintrust, different approach, better results.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's from the islands right there. From the islands.
Oh, no.
We will drench you with influenza.
Wow.
I'm just saying that because I think the flu's been bad this year. Am I wrong?
Yeah, let's make light of disease in
No,
an
I'm not.
impoverished
That's
country.
not what I'm doing.
Nice, Sean.
I'm not doing that. I'm just.
Sean.
All right, whatever.
It's fine. He can say it. He's from there.
Jesus. Unbelievable. Matt's not here for one night and
Everything falls apart. We got
falls apart.
canceled, guys.
It's amazing. Well, you got your wish, by the way.
3 sets.
3 sets. Can't get enough. Okay, so
And can you blame me?
I would love to. Well, you know what? I'm not going to call him because I know he's still busy with the kids and all sorts of stuff. So I'm not going to call Coach Matt. But maybe on the chat he can in the chat room.
In the chat room, if he's there.
He can tell us what he thinks his strategy for. He probably hasn't been watching, so it really doesn't matter. But
Well, if I've learned anything from watching NFL morning shows and NBA morning shows, this third set is going to come down to who wants it more. So my strategy would be to put something important on it, like bet your house on it, and then it becomes very important.
yeah, it's true. It's like the in-league tournament.
Yeah.
In-game tournament.
In-season
tournament. I don't know if that's going to really work that way.
It's an interesting format, but the red courts and the
It's a little
disgusting courts
disconcerting,
are hard to look at.
Yeah, but you know what? It apparently was a success. So
I think it's cool.
I think it'd be kind of dopey though, if like the Lakers won it, right? So the Lakers, and if it's kind of dopey though if they like don't make the playoffs.
Yeah.
I mean they'll probably make the playoffs because I mean they're a pretty good team. There's no question about it. But I don't know. I just have a hard time.
LeBron James.
Yeah, great. I mean, look, he's a legendary.
Fantastic. No.
Yeah, he's a legendary.
Unquestionably one of the greatest of all time.
Yes.
The question becomes, is he the greatest of all time? And as a Chicago person, I think you just say Michael Jordan and that's it.
Usually that's what we say, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to talk other sports. We're talking paddle tonight, man.
Oh, we're talking
It's all
paddle.
about paddle.
All right, who is the
Paddle
Michael
is what
Jordan
it's
of
all
paddle?
about.
Would that be
Johan Durant, maybe?
Johan Durant, or is it Scott Mansager? Maybe he's the
it's
LeBron.
possible.
Maybe
well,
he's
you know
the
what?
LeBron.
One or the other.
Because he's got the numbers on his side.
Yeah, one or the other. Yeah, that's a good question.
And then who's the Kobe?
Wow. Drew Broderick, maybe?
All right, Drew, well,
Or
let's
Parsons.
stay away from
Maybe
helicopters.
Mark Parsons. Oh, here we go. Stop. That's mean. What kind of a... just when I say something bad, you have to say something worse.
Yeah.
All right,
No,
so
but
here we
seriously, that
are.
was
We're
a
back
tragic game. All right,
at Evanston Golf Club for the third set.
Yeah.
Winner take all here. And I don't mean winter. I mean winner, as in chicken dinner.
Winner, winner.
So Josh Hinterlong on the far side for River Forest Park District. What a shot from Rickett, man. That thing, he got down for that, man. What a shot. It's tough to one-time that one. And that was a gallant attempt from Abramson. But anyway, as I was saying, on the near side here, your screen is Mike Abramson. He's the one receiving serve right now. Hinterlong serve, Josh Hinterlong serve. And he plays for the Evanston Golf Club. And his partner, hitting the ball back right there, is Rob Rickett. And then right there hitting the overhead on cue is Rob Newman from River Forest Park District. So River Forest won the first set 6-3, lost the second one 6-1 after a couple of adjustments for sure from Evanston Golf Club. And this third set promises to be just a little wide. Promises to still be a battle here. But 15-30.
Yeah,
I like the communication from Newman there. I know it sounds weird, but sometimes it's like,
Well, early in the third set is right when you need to make it. So.
Exactly. Well, not only that, what it is sometimes you can just let points go by, and the next thing you know, the game's over. Either you get broken. That happens to me all the time, and if I don't say something to my partner, hey, man, got any ideas? Maybe I should be serving up the tee. Because you really should be working in tandem. Which, by the way, was going
Like
to be
a
my
bicycle.
point about basketball, Cal. I figure I'll just finish that. Nice lob. That was a tough dig from Abramson right there. That's even better right there from Rickett. Good overhead. But I don't know. I think it's hard to say who's the greatest basketball player of all time is, considering it's a team game. I mean, you can say greatest point guard, greatest off guard, greatest. I don't know. It's just a team game. You can't really say, because I mean, even LeBron James, greatest shooter of all time.
Oh, that's a stretch.
Well, that's what I mean. I mean, he's the greatest scorer of all time because he's got the most points. Was
Steph
Kareem
Curry's the greatest shooter.
or
that's maybe
that's what
Ray
they
Allen.
say. That's what they say. But I don't know. It's difficult to say.
It's probably Shaquille
I'm just saying,
O'Neal.
overall basketball player. Difficult. I mean, look, LeBron's definitely a great overall basketball player and one of the best. But anyway, enough of all that. He's not even a Bull. What do we care, right?
True.
Let's start talking about DeMar DeRozan, or Zach LaVine.
Greatest
Anyway,
players of all time.
back to the action here, because this is the more important. Nice dig again. Abramson putting on a clinic, keeping some space. Look at that. Look how he keeps space just so we can get under the ball with that forehand motion. I love it. Nice. Didn't even
yeah.
ask for help. I would have been yelling for it. I'd have been like, throw me a lifeline, man.
You also
Shot.
would have been stationary in the corner.
Okay, that's true, but I didn't want let's not go there. What a shot. Okay, we're officially into the 40s here of shots in a row.
Yeah, this is getting impressive.
For sure.
Somebody sound the alarm.
That's the other thing. Maybe we have the logo light up after you get to a certain amount of shots, and all of a sudden it's the whole game.
Finally going to start thinking ahead, and if these guys win this and it goes to deuce, I'm going to start a timer, a deuce timer.
That's what we call shot clock.
Yeah.
That's why we talk about a shot clock. You know, you can play the percentage ball, and then every so often you're like, you know what, I've had it. Let me go for something crazy.
Well, deuce timer is.
Yes, good roller
Nice
from Rickett. Nice love flick from Hinterlaw. That was stylish. Nice get. Tough to one-time that one. Rob Newman did it with ease. That's going to work. What a shot. Tough to one-time that one. When you get tall, or you are tall for that matter, that's a tempting thing to try to reach for those things in it. Sometimes the ball's hit with just enough or just little pace, as little pace as that, it usually can be tempting. So great serve again from Hinterlaw. That just kind of rolled against. That was like parallel to the screen.
Yeah.
That was crazy good.
Oops.
Sometimes you hit the nick just perfectly, and it's a beautiful thing.
If I were Nick, I would start lawyering up because he is getting assaulted.
Well, I tell you what.
I didn't need the deuce timer that time.
Yeah, you got to give Hinterlaw credit for that one. He dug himself out of just a little hole and got on the board here. So.
Oh.
Yeah, to make sure we give him. Yeah, that's right. All right. So as they say, first blood. Are you going to do a Stallone? All right, good, not bad. I was going to say.
Thank you.
We could have a sample, but it's so much better if you just do it right there like that. All right, so they continue with the Australian / I formation, that is Evanston Golf Club does, which I really, really like because of Rickett's ability to hit that center line with that kick serve and just drive the returner. Good hands from Hinterlaw there. And drive the returner into the center of the court, especially on the deuce side. So love 15.
These guys are making it look easy, but the average speed of every shot hit this evening is staggering.
Well, yeah, you know what? But it's funny you mentioned that, Cal, because speed is, and this is kind of so cliched to say, but relative. So if you don't hit
Thanks, Einstein.
I'm just saying, let's say you're just hitting your drives which is 75 miles an hour is still pretty decent amount of pace. But if you could, he tried to go for a huge amount of spin there, which is fine. Dropped a little bit on him, that's all. But anyway, my point is, if you throw at 75 miles an hour or you hit the ball 75 miles an hour, then you hit one at 90, it's going to look like it's going 110. So sometimes it's your ability to vary speeds, whether you hit it hard or not.
Do you have any idea how fast we're going?
What a shot. No, I had the thing pinned. I don't know. I have no idea. So I was playing. I was driving with a guy who, let's just put it this way, he had his family came from a lot of money, and we were in a sports car, and he was just absolutely cruising. And it's still, he shouldn't be going that fast, but it was still in the middle of nowhere. And anyway, it's one of the funniest things. It's not really funny, and the cop thought it was funny, or I should say police officer. Anyway, so they pull him over, and he just says, the police officer says, "Do you know how fast you were going?" He says, "No, I don't have any idea. It was buried. I have no idea. Could you tell me?" And the police officer just started to laugh, which really isn't funny, but I mean, it was funny at the time, you know.
That's pretty funny.
All right, so you think it's funny, but you're 20. What are you, 22?
Yeah, did he get a bad speeding ticket?
Oh, he sure did.
Well, then it's funny.
Yeah. All right, fine.
Got what he deserved.
Right? It was bad, yeah. Good. Oh, I thought it was good.
Well, Matt and I were having this conversation. Most people don't realize that the speed limits in the United States are not based on safety, but instead we're based on fuel mileage.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
That is correct. All right, so a 2-love lead. Quick 2-love lead for River Forest.
Must be said, these stonemasons are trying to build themselves a wall.
Amen. Are you getting political now?
Okay. No, not at all. Okay, now we're getting flagged for election interference.
All right, there we go.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm just saying, because it seems like we are.
No, they're just trying to build some separation, which
And just,
wow.
I'm telling you, the touch right now, especially off of the Rob Newman backhand, is just spectacular.
Well, to quote Steve Miller, he's got the touch of a velvet glove.
You know, you're way too young to know. I keep saying that.
Jeez.
Who even Steve Miller is, for what I understand. It's amazing. All right, great shot from Abramson right there.
Yeah, you know, I love Steve
15.
Miller, as we've discussed, but I really just not a fan of the Joker. But I watched him play it live.
Yeah,
and
he rocks it, doesn't he?
And he was sitting there playing a little 12-string, like tiny guitar. He was killing it, and I got to respect it.
He's a great guitarist.
Yeah, he was dripped.
All right, speaking of great, Rickett tried to walk a mile for a forehand there, which I don't mind really, but he's got such a good backhand. What a touch! He's there. Look at this, playing with it. Oh. You know, I kind of respect that from Rickett coming in like that because, first of all, great reaction from Hinterlong.
Is that
off of that ball just to make a great touch?
30-15?
It is 30-15.
Okay. As you were saying.
Yeah.
So sorry.
That's okay. Great. There you go. See, that's what Rickett can do right there. He gets it in his wheelhouse, as they say. And,
right, we talked about that, where the history of that word is.
Right.
Educational.
Or strike zone.
Yeah.
You know, maybe it'd be a little bit better to be strike zone. And 30 all. Yeah, sometimes we call that a patience tolerance threshold, and not just in tennis or just racket sports in general, but we call it PTT, patience tolerance. How many shots can you hit in a row before you decide to try some low percentage or, you know, nutty? And when I say nutty, I mean, hey, we have to have fun. What a shot from Abrams, man. Jeez. Talk about bringing it over the table and just dropping it.
Well, we'll get a replay of that.
I'm telling you, that defied gravity. What a shot from Mike. But anyway, but it's just a matter of how many in a row can you hit where you're thinking, okay, this is percentage. Like another one. Look at that dig. Unbelievable.
Both of those shots, yeah.
Okay, so let me get this straight. Rickett hits 2 laser beams, and Newman has both of them. And then, of course, the one with the off pace is the one that is missed. And, of course, Hinterlong missed it, but he doesn't miss many. But it's just, isn't that the way it usually goes?
That's always the
way. You don't have to think, you know, sometimes. But just great playing from Evanston to climb back in here. And, again, as you were saying, this could not be, I don't see a blowout, so to speak, either way in the third set. It's going to be a battle. It has to be a battle. Don't drop too late. Don't drop your cup there. And I don't mean that kind of cup. I mean an actual cup with a soft drink in it. I don't mean the the one that you wear.
It's just got some ice in there.
Good enough. Nice. I thought that was going to drop more. Well, what do I know? Yeah, good scoop. See, there you go. Now, a perfect example right there. I know I'm fumbling over my words there. But perfect example is Hinterlong could have driven that ball up the line, that last one, 2-3 shots right. Not that one necessarily, but he could. But it's just a matter of, hey, do I really need to do that at this point? And is it, really worth the opportunity cost?
Yeah.
And that's the tough part. Somebody likened, which I think was a really smart move. It wasn't me, obviously, because I'm not bright enough to do it, but I'm bright enough to maybe repeat it. Somebody mentioned paddle, analogized it to playing some low handicap golf, maybe scratch golf, where you're not really going to take too many chances. You play within yourself. You club down, as they say. You look for the fat part of the green when you're trying to hit it. You lay up on a par 5 instead of trying to hit the green too. What a shot!
And the River Forest guys are putting on a clinic on lobs.
What a shot! Jeez. Way to get the nick there. With that point, it had to be a nick winner to end that point. So, and again, it goes the way of Evanston Golf Club. So, 15 love. They are down 1-2. What a shot! Wow. Okay. I'm gonna say it again. So Hinterlong is talented enough. It really kind of bothers me. His two-hander, he has a two-hander, and his one-hander is better than mine. And I have a one-hander. It always makes me laugh. All right, it always just makes me feel bad, but whatever. All right, 30 love, Evanston here. It stayed in there. What a dig from Abramson. Wow. I got to give him credit, too. He kind of anticipated where that was going to go. Because if he hadn't, I don't know if he'd have gotten there. No. You know what? Again, they're going to even out. We should probably have a stat. You know what, Cal? Let court winners, who hit them, and who's, at whose expense, right? 15-30. I wonder if I'm just wondering, I should probably do that. I'm going to start doing that. I mean, nobody really cares, right? People don't even want to hear that. How many did I get? Not very many. Of course, I just jinxed Hinchelong there. He missed his two-handed backhand.
Well, I don't know if that's jinxing or just
come on, man,
proving a point.
What are you staying up too late? What's the matter with you?
I'm staying up too late?
Yeah, I mean, you're yawning, don't you? What a shot. Okay, that is exactly what I'm talking about. Those of you watching at home, Rob Newman hit basically a perfect return. When I say perfect, I mean not just location in terms of middle of the court, yes, but the pace was perfect. Like, it gets back to the back screen and it just dies. You hit it too hard, and it actually can carry them back off the back screen, and you can still play it if you're, of that mindset. But that thing had so much or so little pace on it that Mike Abramson couldn't dig it back out. And not many people would have been able to do that. As a matter of fact, I'm not sure I know anybody who could have. It's a good roller.
And these lobs are.
Yep. All right, so a hold point for Evanston Golf Club right here to see if they can even it up at 2. Skywalking lob. When I met you, I was the student, and now I am the master. Look at that.
Yeah, these guys are putting on a class.
Dig scraped that from the side screen there. I need a new paddle.
And if you ever find yourself in that unfortunate position, make sure you go to Viking.
Exactly. Let's talk about steady Eddie and pulling it to 2-all.
Yeah.
Emmett Smith.
Barry Sanders.
Was he 22?
No.
I don't think he was. Yeah.
No, Jackie Robinson.
No, he was 42. Okay. Jesus, you. Stop. Jackie Robinson minus 20. All right, so 2-all. Dead even here. It was a little wide. It was. Dead even here at Evanston Golf Club. If you just joined us, it's a great time for you to have joined us. Not necessarily to listen to our commentary, but this is an exciting match. Yeah, you can. If you don't like, that's what I always tell people. That was Rob Rickett. And I understand his frustration. He hasn't missed many of those. But, so if I'm not mistaken, we are at 15-all.
Correct.
A nice pickup from Abramson. That's a great Nick waterfall-ish, if you will, overhead, because it wasn't a classic waterfall, but it sure as heck was effective from Josh Hinchelong of River Forest. That was great. 30-15. That caught.
Wow.
Amazing. That's what I mean, like, two touch. Look at this.
Got Chris Hansen over here. He's catching everything.
Yeah, like I said, that's why you'll see some frustration sometimes out of Rob Rickett, because that return usually is pretty solid, and I mean solid like he pretty much rips the cover off the ball a lot. So look at that. Great reset off that. You can do a little, as we see, a cartwheel moving back like that and hitting a reset like that. I'm telling you, it's not easy to do. He handled the nick.
I can't do a cartwheel, let alone in the middle of a point.
I was just giving Abramson some cred there.
Well, there's a reason they call him M1.
Super shots. What a dig.
Court.
Oh, the dig. Set it up perfectly.
Let's get a replay of that little.
Rob Rickett, he'll be here all night.
Yeah.
Well, at least for part of the evening. And what are we, at 30-all?
We are.
Man, I'll tell you what, a war. Yeah, they got it. It's funny. You'll see a pattern every so often. Down the middle, sometimes what a drive. Nice pickup. That almost worked out only because Rob didn't intercept it. Good lob. Oh, yeah, like that. Shot. So he did blitz, and I like the move from Rickett. Maybe he's a little aggressive with the swing, but the thinking was sound. All right, 40-30, a point to hold for River Forest. Rob Hint along with what a return. This is what I'm talking about. Thing came back faster than it was hit. It's a good drive.
Well, there's an old adage in racing that getting angry only makes you go backwards or stay in the same place. But for Mr. Rickett there, that added about 25 extra miles per hour on his
sometimes
return.
that'll do it. It's going to work. Oh, what a shot.
Oh, that was an accidental paddle drop.
Did that stay in?
I think so.
Did that stay in?
Oh, it did.
Unbelievable.
So that takes us to deuce.
Unbelievable.
Could not be closer.
Wow, that might have been, that's a candidate for shot of the year right there, because I'm not even sure Rob Newman took off the seam there. You'd think he'd get the home court advantage, Cal, HCA.
It would seem that way.
But it came off the seam, and it
No
did
pun
not.
intended.
It didn't seem to
It was actually
cooperate with
very,
it. What a
very
terrible punt. You know what?
I already made that. You just stole that.
All right, fine.
So you don't get credit
Fine,
for that.
fine. I'm not asking for credit.
You're demanding.
Okay, that's just crazy talent right there. And it didn't end up helping them win the point, which is amazing. So River Forest,
I think we're on serve.
giving
right?
that game, we are.
And I hate
going
to,
up 3-2.
hate to interrupt you, but one final time we are going to hear from our friends over at Wintrust.
They're the best.
The best. Absolutely the best. Here we go.
Not your bank's top priority? Here at Wintrust, we take a different approach to banking. No hidden fees or runarounds, but a true banking partner focused on your unique financial goals. Whether you're opening your first account, found your dream home, planning for the future, or starting a business, we have the financial solutions to get you there. Stop settling and start experiencing a better way to bank. Wintrust. Different approach, better results.
We're back. Sorry, I cut you off, Sean.
That's
I
all
couldn't
right.
get the audio back on
That's
fast
okay.
enough.
You can. We're back. We're back at Evanston Golf Club. You're watching a Series 3 battle. I keep using that word because that's what it feels like. What a get over. Oh, nice try. Good, super overhead from Rob Rickett there in the black, about to serve for Evanston Golf Club, his partner at the net in the blue, Mike Abramson. And Rob's about to serve to Josh Hinterlong of the River Forest Park District.
Sean, it is the season of appreciation, so let's just make sure we duly appreciate our great sponsors at Wintrust,
Yes.
Illinois Bone and Joint.
What a shot.
Who, by the way,
Yes.
if you have any issues on the court, are probably the first people you should call.
Absolutely. No question about it. Speaking of great calls, first of all, that was a heck of a backhand roll from Rob Hinterlong, but serving now to Rob Rickett, serving to Rob Newman. I just want to make sure I mentioned Rob because I've mentioned everybody else. Because Rob's hit somebody. Look at the speed from Newman.
Needs to be mentioned.
Exactly.
All right.
Yeah, Viking, we'll never forget Viking.
No.
It's very difficult to forget Viking. Well, anyway, the first two sets were split. Hinterlong and Newman for River Forest won the first set 6-3 and then dropped the second one 6-1 as Evanston Golf Club, Abramson and Rickett started to roll. And it's been pretty much neck and neck here in the third the whole way through. Right now we're on serve and at 30-15.
I actually don't think we're on serve. I think we're...
we have to be.
But
Rickett and Abramson are down 3-2.
First. Am I...
Well, we would have to be, though, because...
No, you're right. You're right. Ignore me. Yeah, I
That's
forgot
all right.
that's how that works.
That's okay. I don't mean to be
It's... well, you'd think I'd know by now.
a know-it-all, a sophomore, if you will.
My
But-
Kia.
Shot. See, I love that drive because, honestly speaking, again, it does not have to be you're better off. Yeah, there's such a thing as a laser beam, and it's not a bad idea, but most of the time when you hit one that flat, unless you're Rob, because he can seem to keep it in, most of the time you're just looking for somebody to either volley it and miss it. But for the most part, if you just snap drives, and they're not necessarily the hardest hit, but they have just enough topspin on them and just enough or little pace on them that if they let them go, it gets to the back screen and it kind of dies back there. That's probably one of the more effective shots. Great shot, and Hinterlong couldn't handle it at that point, which is an anomaly because he's usually pretty steady over there. Yeah, in that corner. So, well, it says we're gonna look at 40-15 here, and just see if he can just pull this off. Let's see how far this thing kicks. Yeah, you knew it. Yeah, see, that's the play right there. It's almost a tennis move. You know what I mean?
Vintage.
Yeah, in a
Sampras.
way. Well, there's that. Well, and a serve and volleyer in Sampras, he was when he wanted to be serve and volleyer, but he wasn't necessarily a classic serve and volleyer back in the day. Just so you know, although he was pretty much good at everything. What a backhand drive in the hands from Ricky.
You know, it's funny. I bring up Pete Sampras, Sean. I'm going to get your live reaction. Wow.
Oh, you got to be kidding! Come on. It's like you only have 3 inches of space to hit this ball, and he did it. That's amazing. You got to. What do you do? What do they say? Tip your cap there, Cal?
Yeah.
Right? Is that what they say?
But you know who Pete
What am I
Sampras'
asking you for?
warm-up
I'm older than
partner
you. I
was?
should know that.
Pete Sampras' warm-up partner was none other than Keith Salmon.
Are you serious?
I'm being dead serious.
Wait,
I forgot
Keith Salmon's
what
originally from
academy he was
Cal?
at.
Keith Salmon's originally from California.
I don't know, but he played somewhere near there.
And almost hit it too hard because it came off the screen somewhat. What a pickup.
He was
So
also.
these guys are just shot making. It's like a bonanza.
He was the
like a
team captain
It's
at
an
the
old country
North
buffet
Carolina
of shot
Division One.
making. Oh, was he really?
He was
Wait a minute. Where did he play?
North Carolina.
I knew he had game, man. I didn't realize that. Yeah, well. Oh, that thing just died in the corner there. It's like me at the 8th grade dance, man. Just not going to get anything done over there. I'm not. You may as well have me. Just send me home. Okay,
Let's
what are we
get
looking
you back to bed, Grandpa. It's been a long time.
My kids don't have kids yet. What do you keep calling me? I guess I am that old, though. You're right.
Well,
you know what I mean? No, you're not wrong.
And yet you still
All right,
have
15
more
love.
youthful exuberance than I do.
Is it an accomplishment, Cal?
No,
right.
It's a very low bar.
Good lob. He's skying it. That's just great lob. I mean, is it me? I'm just getting excited about it. I don't know. Maybe I don't have a life or something. But that was a super touch on that lob. All right, so 15 all.
15 all.
Again, can't get any closer, right? I mean, we're tied pretty much locked up.
Yeah.
And if you've just joined us, not a bad time to join us here at Evanston Golf Club.
Not that there ever is if you join with your volume
bad
off.
time to go?
No, there's never a bad time to join
Well,
us.
if
your
I'm
volume's
talking,
off.
usually nobody really wants to hear. But if you've just joined us, it's a battle here. We're in the middle of a third set here between the Evanston Golf Club. What we're talking? Oh, you got to be kidding! Come on now. What is this, a master class? Do we have to pay some fee to get into this thing? Did you see that from Hinchalong?
That
was
might
crazy.
be the best backhand.
That was a forehand, but maybe that's why it's the best backhand you've ever seen.
That's the best backhand I've ever seen.
That's all right. Good shot. All right, so just a little wide. Close. Didn't miss it by much, I got to tell you. So 40-15, I want to say, yeah. Rob Newman, just been steady the entire time. Like I said, I think he's missed one serve all evening. Guy's a machine. Good overhead. Look at the Abramson just not impressed with the pace of the overhead from Hinchalong there. Just was like on top of it. Shot. Good scoop. Good over there.
Yeah.
Finding the nick, but pretty casually into the finding the sideline there. What a shot. Again, I'll tell you what, Rick, it's just talented. Dude, I mean, he's got that two-hander, and again, like I said before, he's got a one-hander that's better than mine, and mine is a one-hander. I'm so tired of this. Like, does everybody on the court do that? Maybe. I don't know. All right, 40-30. A hold point for River Forest. Nice pick. Good lob. Again, some good, I tell you what, some good depth. And by the way, I'm just going to say it, some of these angled overheads off the back foot, not necessarily advisable for every paddle enthusiast, but these guys are talented. Sometimes you just got to kind of, what we're going to do, tip our hat again there, Cal?
Tip our caps.
We don't have our caps on, but
well,
look at this, what I'm talking about right there. Nice pick. Come on. Yeah. Because we keep saying, you shouldn't be half volleying, and we don't want to hit the overhead angle off the back foot.
Yeah.
But this guy said, what a shot. Oh, nice try. All right, in Rob's defense, Rob Ricketts right there. Rob Rickett, sorry. That's not an easy shot.
No.
Moving in like that, trying to hit a kind of just a dropper in front of the net player. Very difficult. So, so after this, it's 4-3 River Forest. And again, we're on serve, so anything can happen, dude. And anything seems to be happening, by the way. Cal.
Yeah. That's a heck of a match.
If we get the overhead shot, can we get the overhead shot? Because I think we've got an X-Files thing going. Look at that. See there's a see what I'm saying right there? Yeah.
No, I see it.
The glow off the court there. It's extraterrestrial in a way. You don't believe in that, do you, Cal?
I do not.
See, that's your first mistake right there, Cal. Because there's other life out there.
They walk among us.
Well, I'll tell you. We could talk about it. I want to keep the subject paddle related only because this is. Just missed. All right, 30 love. But I'll say this. All right, this is one point that somebody told me about these things. So if, in fact, it's a government, what a shot. Nice pickup.
Well, now we're really going to get flagged for election
I know we
interference.
are. Let's just say it's government technology that they want to keep secret. Why would they have it fly around and basically be a hazard for other aircrafts in the area? You know what I mean? Like, if they're going to do it, they would do it in the middle of nowhere where there was a whole bunch of airspace, but they don't.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that everybody that's seen it didn't actually see it.
Okay, all right. So that's all a big conspiracy theory?
Yes.
We're just going to collude and say we didn't? All right, fine. Fine, well.
You know what? There's enough space in the world for magic and science. So who knows?
Hey, as I like to say, and so does Matt, everything's possible in the world of magic.
That's true.
Good flick. Okay, see, and here we go. This happens on a regular basis in high-level paddle. You get down to crunch time, and it is a staring contest. Who's going to blink first? I mean, yes, you'll see some really cool shot making here like that, but again, super touch. Again, one more time, that's not easy to do for Rickett right there because the ball is actually above waist level, and usually when it's up there, it's tough to hit a drop shot or a drop volley off that ball. So,
well, I believe it was former Secretary of State
kudos.
Dean Rusk who said we were staring eyeball to eyeball, and the Soviet blinked.
What was he?
That was after the Cuban Missile Crisis.
Okay, I was going to say that
Try
just
to keep
sounded
up,
like
Sean.
it should have been off of a chess match or something. Yeah. Oh, uncharacteristic, by the way. I haven't seen Josh do that very often. So, game for Evanston Golf Club, tying it up, 44. Reggie Jackson, we're rolling. All right, so.
Or Lewis Hamilton, as I like to say, and you go, that's
Louis.
right. And I'm like, you don't know who that is, and you're like, yep.
Elham. Lewis
Hamilton.
He's
That's
there.
a camera.
Nice move from Abramson. What shot. Come on. How did he pull that off? I guess sometimes it gets down there in the vital areas. You get quicker. But that was still a great reflex from Hinterlong. And a huge drive from Rickett. Get over it. Just finding the lines. Come on.
He's a
Good
painter.
lob. But then again, no. That was a sculptor, actually. Sorry, I was trying to quote Elton John, and I did a really poor job. Oh. I'm going to say it again. I would have tried the same thing if I'm Rob Rickett. If I have that kind of drive, I probably would do the same thing. And by the way, he didn't miss that by much.
No.
All right. 15 love, River Forest. Like that. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah. That was very kind of creative. I probably would have hit that harder.
Mike is there.
Good dig. Get over. Oh, why not one time? I love that shot. Just make sure he covers the line right after you hit that sharp angled overhead. Look at that. See, sometimes less pace is more, man.
Less, yeah.
And once again, I'm going to say it again for those of you at home, they are swinging the ball. And yes, when I coach, I tell people not to do that on a regular basis. But at the higher levels, we do a few different things. If you can set up and you're at the net and your partner can shift, you can swing the ball all day if you want to. But sometimes we just can't count on our partner or ourselves to
Well, that
shift.
one drilled the camera.
Yep.
I'm not sure what's
What's
going on. I'm going to have to,
It's really good teamwork here.
once again, fix that.
Oh, I was counting the chicken right there. I thought Abrams was gonna have to get. Yeah, come on, Cal. 40-yard dash, dude. All right, we'll get it. Let me see what he's got. Come on, Cal. Come on, Cal. He doesn't even need a monitor. Come on, I need a monitor with that. No, I'll just keep it on the other one. So Cal, okay, wait. Ready? All right. Let's see what we got. 21 seconds. Very good. All right, you beat your last time. Right.
But I didn't fix it, though.
Yeah, that's not horrible.
No, it's closer, but it's not there. I'll fix it next
you
one.
want to?
Oh,
okay,
I'm
just saying.
committed.
Why don't you take your phone with you?
Nope.
Way
too much effort.
Yeah, but it's not effort. It's more effectiveness, isn't it?
No.
What do I sound like, a dad? Jeez.
Yeah, well, these guys are waiting for me every time I'm out there because they're gentlemen. So
I know. Just trying to. Well,
can't sit out there for.
Get overhead. Tell you what, these guys are real good about putting some air underneath the ball when they need to, just to give yourself some time, because some people think, well, I can pound this ball. Only if you're in position to handle the reply if can you pound it. Because as most people realize, in paddle, for the most part, it's very difficult to handle pace. Unbelievable hands at the net there.
Yeah, the net play this game has been incredible.
Tell you what, Rob Rickett, we're working hard for the drives there. Get this thing going. 30s. Locked, deadlocked. Oh. He hasn't, you know what? Hasn't done that all evening. It's just a little rush maybe, that's all. All right, break point for the first time tonight, and he hit the net on that one, but that one stayed in, so clean living.
Yeah.
Like I said, the lets are...
It evens out.
Yeah, they do. Oh, way to cover. There you go. Yeah, sometimes, there you go, yeah. Vary the pace. Things get a little quick. You're out of position. Slow it down. Nice. Draws the foul. There it is. Go, 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 go. Oh, what a shot from Rob Rickett to break. Yeah. All right, the emotional. Okay, so here goes Cal again, which is amazing. He's going out there. We got the replay going, and then Cal is out there trying to figure this out. So Evanston Golf Club taking the lead with that break of serve and see, and they're going to serve for it. This has just been an absolute war. This is awesome. I think you got it. I don't know. Let me see. It's a little Batman-y. It's a little Batman-y, but you know what? I kind of like it that way.
I just can't catch a break.
Yeah, but I told you to take your phone out there. Why can't you just take the phone?
I can't take the phone out.
All right, fine.
Can't do it. It just doesn't work.
What do you mean it doesn't work? Of course it will work.
No, the monitor would work. This wouldn't work. All right, whatever.
All right, fine, whatever. I'm just saying. If I put this camera on, we could do it. You know what I mean? That's what I was saying.
Yeah, but nobody wants to stare at that.
Right, well,
we're fine. Everything's fine.
All right, fine. We're just going to use the word fine all night long.
It's fine. Even
though they're serving for it right now. And you know what? I'm just going to say it. If you just joined us, not a bad time to join us.
Yeah.
Evanston Golf Club
on a t-shirt.
is serving for the match here. They lost the first set 6-3, won the second one 6-1, and now are serving at 5-4 in the third.
You know
here
what,
at lovely Evanston, Illinois, at the Evanston Golf Club. And they are, what do we call them, the Carpenters? I don't know what the mascot is, but
yes, it's the Carpenters.
It'd be weird to see a tool belt on a carpenter.
We really should be just traveling merch salesmen.
Why do you say
make some CPTC live merchandise. Because if you're joining us, it's not a bad time to join us.
Everybody's just crying out for that. Okay, you know what? I kind of almost don't blame him for trying one of those. I mean, it was a little high for a cutter. I don't know whether he was trying to actually hit a cutter, like an undercutter, or he was just trying to hit a really hard slice overhead. Look at that thing kick.
Like a mule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good dip. Yeah. That's like cheese or French onion or something. Look at that. Yeah, I'm kind of jealous. These guys get down for those low volleys, and of course I just jinxed him. What kind of commentator does that, right? Like, can I just shut up?
It happens every week.
All right. So, are we at 30-15?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're...
Oh, sorry, no, 15:30.
I was going to say it was 15:30,
Yep,
but
yep.
that's all right. I mean, you can wish, serve is a nice volley. Steady, steady. All right. It goes off. Wow. I mean, look, I guess if I had his ground strokes, I would have tried that too. But we can say that was low percentage, but you know what? Whatever. It was stylish. All right. Rob Rickett and...
It's got a little picture-in-picture going
here.
here. We're trying that out.
Man, we're trying everything. Little phone call, picture-in-picture.
I'm moving it around the screen. This is... All right, I'm not sure how to do this.
I'm using a napkin for the first time.
Nice.
I just used my finger. Look at that. Speed. He's there. See, we're seeing some patience here.
Yep.
That's a nice touch.
Call these guys the doctors because they are seeing patients.
Love the chip. That was almost too casual.
I guess that would make us the
got
doctor.
the ice water in his veins. Maybe.
Seeing the patients.
Nobody wants the doctor in front of my last name.
No, no.
No way. Not with me. You don't want me working on you.
If I were a soda, I'd be Mr. Pepper.
Wow. It's a good lob. Might be drive out of this. No, I guess not. Yeah, these are, at this point, it's more of a calculated drive. They're not going to be quite as aggressive, but like that right there, bait him into it. All right, dude. We're talking about, is this a match point here?
I think so.
I think so, too. We'll put it here.
Here we go.
So match point for Evanston Golf Club. Shot.
Nice.
Yeah, Rob, he caught Newman going the wrong way, and Rob was still able to make the shot. That was impressive. Good drive. It clipped. He's there. Speed.
Sometimes when you're in match point, you go into your shell, but these guys are playing more aggressive than ever.
Yeah, well, that definitely was. Nice, yeah.
Oh, my.
What
waterfall. A point.
He's there. Great lob from Hinterlong there. Yeah. Good hands from Abrams. Come on.
He's there.
This is like an
A
exhibition.
little bit of paleontology going on over there.
It's paddle. No! Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And he spared him in a way, because that's true. Somebody from the gallery back there said hit him. And you actually, it wouldn't be a unsportsmanlike move to actually do that. But it's tough, as tough as quick as Rob is, it's difficult. And he was off the court, so it was a really smart move. But great rally anyway. So back to deuce.
Yeah.
That's kind of the way this match is supposed to end anyway, whichever way it goes.
Yep.
It's really even. This is well handicapped. I got to tell you something. I don't know what the Las Vegas line on this sucker was, but somebody's biting their nails. Good drive. Sit. It's in there. Nice. You haven't seen too many flat pound overheads, kind of what we call an FYM. I haven't seen too many of those off those short overheads. I don't know if you can get away with it But if you pin somebody at to the back screen, you can.
I think these guys can get away with it.
Probably.
Might as well be O.J. Simpson.
It is a good night for gloves, just FYI. What a shot from, come on. Just improv from Mike Abramson. That was impressive. That was
This guy over to
impressive.
Second City.
Yeah. He's there with a shot. Nice pick. Oh, yeah. There you go. Yeah. We're getting some pretty good fodder here. Like from the gallery here. These guys almost want to put a headset on them.
Almost.
I mean, look at the touch. Love it.
Pickleball.
Oh, amazing. Unbelievable.
Let's got a replay of that, Sean.
Nobody wants to go away. Pick. Yep. Hinterlung, sneaky fast, by the way.
Yeah.
Man, he's Montez Sweat moving in there like that. That was amazing. Set. Nice pick. And they
That's
break
game.
back. You're kidding. All right. Sammy Hagar here in the third set. What are we looking for? All right, so deadlocked. 55 in the third set here at Evanston Golf Club. And again, uncharacteristically, because I've said it before, that Rob Newman hasn't missed a serve pretty much maybe once all match. He misses one. So he's human. We could just say that. Look at the dig. Sick. Come on. I mean, come on. That everybody else is impressed with that return from Rob Rickett. And Rob Newman's like, yeah, okay. I got it. I'm on it. 15 all. Yeah. Because that was a seed. What? That's great touch. Super touch from Josh Hinterlaw.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once again, I'm just saying it again. If you can see it when you do it. There is such a thing. You can hit the ball too hard. Sure, it's fun, but you know. Sick. Yeah, you knew it. How again? That's the second one he's pulled off.
And he's not
again.
just,
That's
he's,
not an easy shot.
No.
No. It's
He's also
almost
not just going for the slice to slice. He is going for the point ender.
Yeah, absolutely.
All or nothing.
Oh, absolutely. Look at the lefty. Sick. Which, by the way, is high percentage to me. Sometimes you got to reach to your left. You may as well go to the left hand if you're a right-hand player. And, I mean, it was so natural
Without
for
a
Rob to
second
do that.
thought,
That was
yeah.
impressive. Like I said, just 4 shot makers. And, you know, it's like 4 chefs. Oh, it's a great – that's just a smart ball. It's a smart ball. That's not poor sportsmanship. That's called strategery, as they say. So now, from being down 5-4, they are now up 6-5 is River Forest. And
Stonemasons.
yeah. You know, am I too? Is this too much to say? Hey, man, it's got to be a tiebreaker. This match has to be a tiebreaker. I'm not praying for it because I'm not rooting for anybody in particular. But you know, this is the way things go, man. This is paddle, Chicago paddle, I should say. Chicago platform tennis, baby. Yeah. You're not playing until you're out there for three bills, 3 hours.
Yeah.
180 minutes. Good hands. Again, a little wide, very
wide,
close.
yeah.
He didn't miss that by much. That was impressive. All right. Love 15. Mike Abramson to serve for Evanston Golf Club. Love 15 down, 6-5. You know what? I jinxed him. What kind? Again, just fire me. Just throw me in the.
All right.
You know, put me in the unemployment line right now.
Let's get him out of here.
Love 30.
Sean's
Nice
going to need.
pickup. Yes.
Sean's going to be the second member of the CPTC to get back surgery because he is carrying me through this whole thing here.
Stop it. Yeah, I don't think so. What? Yeah.
Here we go.
Look, I'm not the one running out there in 21 seconds fixing the camera. You know, it's going to take me 21 minutes to get out there.
Well, that's because you need to stop for the Orange Julius. You run to your car, go to the Orange Julius, come back,
Yeah.
and then go for it.
Orange Julius and a couple of Little Debbie cakes.
Nice. Maybe a Squishmallow.
Well, you know what? There's nothing like a Squishmallow after a Little Debbie.
Squishmallow shopping.
Yes.
Doing a little bit of paleontology up at the net.
Oh, he got it. Oh.
Nice shot.
Finding the nick is Rob Rickett right there. Nice shot. All right, so 15-30.
Yes, sir.
See if they can pull even. Can Evanston Golf Club.
Yep. And I'm not rooting for anybody but a tiebreaker.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah, exactly. You know, because it's just that kind of match, man. I was going to say, you know, the gallery is very educated here. They're pretty much looking to do that. What they mean by switch, in other words. Oh, a little long.
So double match
Close.
point here.
Double match point here for River Forest from being match point down. Okay, Mr. DJ.
Oh, that's
wide, and that is it. Unbelievable. Wow. You know what? That was probably one of the most entertaining matches we've seen all year here in Week 11 for CPTC. So River Forest takes it. Josh Hinterlong and Rob Newman over Rob Rickett and Mike Abramson. So super, super entertaining match. Anyway, thank you all of you for joining us. I mean, especially since we didn't even have our star Matt McClure here.
Seriously.
We had to put up with me and Cal pretty much all the time. Well, of course, for those of you lucky people that had tuned in the first place, we were able to call Matt, which we're able to do now technologically. But anyway,
look at us.
Yeah, I know. I'd like to say thank you to all our sponsors.
Yep.
IBGAI, that would be Illinois Boat and Joint Institute, Viking paddles and equipment and platform equipment, and of course Wintrust Bank.
Absolutely.
And we will see you next week. I think. Are we off next week?
I think we're off next week.
Okay, so for the holidays we'll be off this week, but please tune in 2 weeks from now, where hopefully, or maybe even
it'd probably be 3 weeks.
Probably
be January.
Yeah, you know what?
We'll be hitting
you can tell I didn't rehearse this.
Well, maybe we'll be here next week and you guys get a surprise, but otherwise we'll be crashing into 2014.
Exactly.
2014, 2024.
Exactly. Well, anyway,
it's 2014.
Thank you. 2014. Were you born in 2014?
Nope. Born in 2018.
Anyway, so for Cal Noble, this has been Sean Albrecht from the CPTC. You have yourself a great evening.